13th. Since then, he has recorded at least a point in 8 straight games with 9 goals and 18 points in that stretch. Greentree sits second in the OHL scoring race with the same point total of Saginaw's Michael Misa.
Protas has played a massive role in Windsor's success this season.
Well, the leading import scorer in the Ontario Hockey League is among the top 5. Ilya Protas played in the USHL last year with the Des Moines Buccaneers. In June, the Washington Capitals picked Protas in the 3rd round. The next month, the CHL import draft, Windsor selected the Belarus native with a 3rd round pick, or 3rd pick overall. He hasn't disappointed, recording at least a point in 30 of the 36 games he's played, and at least a goal in 18 of those games. 7 of the 25 goals that he has scored have been recorded on the power play, and 18 of his 60 points have been scored on a Spitfires manpower advantage. Now, the 18-year-old has signed an entry-level contract with the Washington Capitals. He has 2 years of junior eligibility remaining, but he has the option to play in the American League next year as a 19-year-old.
Let's talk about the Spitfires defenseman Anthony Cristoforo.
Well, another league leader in the Windsor Spitfires lineup in tonight's game. Now, Anthony Cristoforo leads the Ontario Hockey League with a plus-minus rating of plus 36. A huge 79-point swing from the minus 43 he registered last year. Now, I believe part of the reason he did not get drafted by an NHL team in his first year of eligibility was his plus-minus rating. Defensive zone lapses are very difficult to overlook. Now, clearly, that issue is under control. Now, part of the reason he was invited to the Ottawa Senators rookie camp last September was his offensive numbers. 41 points in his rookie season, dipped in his sophomore season to 38 points. This year, the Woodbridge, Ontario native is on pace to record a career-high 49 points. Now, Cristoforo currently holds down the 11th place among OHL scoring defensemen with the highest plus-minus rating at plus 36.
Tell us about the night's goaltenders.
Well, both London's goaltenders have performed extremely well against the Spitfires this season. Austin Elliott made 25 saves in a 4-2 win over the Spitfires here on December 13th. Elliott brings a perfect 16-0 record into Canada Life Place. He started the season in Saskatoon with the Blazers, registering 3 wins with them before joining the Knights. Now, the 20-year-old hasn't lost a regular season game since March 16, 2024, a 6-3 loss in Moose Jaw against the Warriors 300 days ago. Now, Alexei Medvedev made 39 saves on 42 shots, coming within 2 minutes and 22 seconds from pulling a point out of the WFCU on December 14th. Now, the 17-year-old rookie has won 13 of his 18 starts, with one of his losses recorded in overtime. 27 of a possible 36 standing points when he takes the crease. Now, my anticipation that his NHL Central Scouting Services status will improve when the midterm rankings are published. He is currently rated as a C prospect. I believe his performance in the first half of the season warrants an upgrade to a B status, a potential 2nd or 3rd round pick. Now, Medvedev has earned the status as a core player for the next 2 years right here in London. Now, Elliott and Medvedev have been platooned for the past 3 months, a luxury London fans haven't enjoyed since Anthony Stolars and Jake Patterson did it in 2013-14. Medvedev gets a second shot at the Spits after a great outing at the WFCU on December 14th.
Cam Allen has 9 points in 6 games so far as a London Knight.
Well, a very bold move 3 weeks in front of the trade deadline, which was today at noon. Now, Cam Allen was acquired for 7 draft picks and the 17-year-old Noah Jenkin. Now, Allen was one of 8 OHL defensemen invited to try out for Team Canada's entry in the World Junior Tournament. Although Allen didn't make the team, the Knights now have 3 of the top defensemen in the Ontario Hockey League on their blue line for the back half of the season. Now, since arriving 6 games ago, Allen has averaged 1.5 points per game and posted an impressive plus-minus rating of plus 11. Now, the 20-year-old Washington Capitol prospect, who has signed an entry-level contract, will probably only be in London for what Knights fans hope is a run to the Memorial Cup tournament in May in Rimouski.
Halttunen and Nurmi return to the roster with silver medals.
Well, the Knights imports claim a silver medal down in Ottawa at the World Junior Championships. Now, Jesse Nurmi, a prospect of the New York Islanders, improved as the tournament progressed. He recorded 5 points in Finland's march to the finals. Kasper Halttunen recorded 4 points in the tournament and came close to handing the Finnish side the win in the final with a blast that clipped the crossbar. Now, Nurmi has played in 28 games with the Knights this year. His game is best described as a pass first, based on his 4 goals and 12 assists to date. Halttunen hasn't really had time to settle into one place this season. He played 6 games in the American League with the San Jose Barracuda, 9 games here with the Knights, and 6 games with the silver medal winning Finns. Both Nurmi and Halttunen have 28 regular season games here in London prior to what they hope is a run to the Memorial Cup tournament.
Bonk, Cowan, and Dickinson check back into the lineup tonight as well.
Well, an 8-day break from hockey and the spotlight had to feel awfully good for these guys. Now, nobody takes the sting of defeat harder than the participants. Cowan, Bonk, and Dickinson, all first-round NHL picks, have very bright futures in front of them, in spite of what the keyboard jockeys are posting on social media. Now, Sam Dickinson sits 20th in the OHL scoring race in spite of playing 10 to 15 fewer games than the players ahead of him in the race. Oliver Bonk has been London's most dependable rearguard, playing in all situations for London. His time on ice most nights pushes 25 to 30 minutes. Easton Cowan extended his regular season point scoring streak to 56 games before departing for the World Junior Tournament. 16 points in his past 10 OHL games gives him 28 points in the 20 games he's played so far this year. Now, I know London fans are excited to have these 3 players back in the lineup for the back end of what they hope is a long run into the playoffs this year.
Thank you so much, Rick. We'll be right back with more of the warm-up after this.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Your happy place. Easy 101.3, the perfect music mix.
Being an optimist means sharing optimism with youth, being a role model, and instilling the choice of optimism, leading by example. For more information, you can visit byronoptimists.ca.
Celebrating 25 years in London, Duramed Mobility has been your trusted source for home healthcare equipment and mobility products. Whether it be purchases, rentals, or repairs, Duramed Mobility is here for you.
Hey London, did you know it's the law to have working smoke alarms?
That's right, working smoke alarms save lives. Get in on the action and test yours today.
And be sure to stay in touch with us by following us on social media.
Hi, I'm Kathleen from Hiking with Kathleen. Please join me this season where I bring you on my great adventures of hiking, paddling, and camping. And I bring you up close to wildlife as I see them on my hikes.
Jeff from Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff here, and we are back for another incredible season of Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. We're gonna tour some amazing backyards. We're gonna meet up with some great folks, and we're gonna cook some incredible food. Join us Thursdays at 7:30 for Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff.
Hey, I'm Scott Navarro, a producer here at Rogers TV, and I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers that we have that put on our shows. Whether that's hosts in front of the camera or volunteers behind the scenes, we couldn't do it without you, so I just want to say thanks.
Summer days, summer nights, lots of things to do, places to go, and people to see. If you're having a few drinks, be sure to plan ahead and get home safely. We don't want to pick you up. Drinking drivers risk injuries to themselves and others and take chances with their license, their jobs, and their future. Remember what's at stake and choose your ride, whether you're the driver, the passenger, or the party host. Thanks for supporting sober driving. I hope we never meet.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
You want to watch something really chaotic and weird?
No.
Tune into... I didn't ask you, I was asking the viewer. Tune into Crumpet Corner, an amazing show full of chaos, creatures, and crumpets. That's 3 C's.
Like us?
Yes. Can you let me do this promo, please?
Please. I just want one. I just want one.
But you aren't supposed to do this. Who even let you on set?
You did.
Watch Crumpet Corner, folks. I don't believe this.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Do you love watching Knights Nationals hockey on Rogers TV? We are recruiting dedicated volunteers to join our production crew. Apply online at rogerstv.com/volunteer. Welcome back. Well, the Windsor Spitfires and the London Knights are currently tied at the top of the OHL standings with 61 points each, so a win tonight will give one of these two teams the edge. Will the Knights hold on to their #1 spot, or will the Spitfires take control? Stay tuned to find out. We'll be right back with more of the warm-up after this.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
For over 90 years, Learners has served the legal needs of clients in our community. No matter the size of your enterprise or transaction, our business law group can help you grow your business, build on your success, and get the deal done.
Being an optimist means sharing optimism with youth, being a role model, and instilling the choice of optimism, leading by example. For more information, you can visit byronoptimists.ca.
Don't be distracted and leave your cooking unattended.
Stand by your pan and look while you cook.
My name is Ryan Dyson, and I drive the number 28 race car at Delaware Speedway and across Ontario all summer long. You can check out our YouTube vlog series right here on Rogers TV every Friday at 6 o'clock p.m.
Hi, I'm Kathleen from Hiking with Kathleen. Please join me this season where I bring you on my great adventures of hiking, paddling, and camping. And I bring you up close to wildlife as I see them on my hikes.
We're the Turtles, and you're watching Fanatics.
Wednesdays are for the Nationals. Watch live coverage of the London Nationals home schedule on Rogers TV. Catch the action Wednesday nights at 7 p.m.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
Do you love watching Knights Nationals hockey on Rogers TV? We are recruiting dedicated volunteers to join our production crew. Apply online at rogerstv.com/volunteer. I'd like to welcome in Greg Sloan to the warm-up. Greg, let's talk about Kingston.
Well, as we all know, the trade deadline was officially done at noon hour today, and the Eastern Conference, in my mind, made the biggest splash, vying for an Eastern Conference championship. You take a look at the Kingston Frontenacs, who ended up being in the first part of the year at the top of the Eastern Conference. Kind of fell off a little bit as of late, but they're saying to their fan base, in a long time, we're going to go for it. They pick up Joey Will. These are 3 players from the Memorial Cup champion, Saginaw Spirit. They pick up Joey Willis, who is also on Team Canada, or excuse me, Team USA, who won the gold medal. Ethan Hay, a Tampa prospect. Willis, of course, a Nashville prospect. And Will Bishop on the back end. They also pick up Charlie Schenkel, one of the better goaltenders in the Ontario Hockey League from the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. He's a big 6'5" goaltender who has a goals against average of 2.89. So he's doing very, very well in the Ontario Hockey League this year. Out of the Kingston lineup, Ethan Weir, Valerius, Matthew Manza, and Nolan Lalonde. He was the other goaltender for the Kingston Frontenac. But the key thing here is that the 19 picks went the other way with those hockey clubs. So it ends up being quite a route for the Kingston Frontenac. They did pick up 7 back in other trades, so net out 12. So Kingston's going for it.
The Barrie Colts made some big moves.
Again, the Barrie Colts, in my mind, so far to date, is one of the better, if not the best, hockey club in the East. They were certainly active as well. They pick up Anthony Romani and Owen Van Steensel, 2 of the snipers off the North Bay Battalion, and have been for years. Barrie gives up Parker Vaughn. They give up also Zach Weigel. They give up 3 picks in 27 and 1 pick in 28. So the Barrie Colts made 2 big moves there by picking up 2 snipers as they run for the deep in the Eastern Conference.
The Oshawa Generals also made some moves.
Well, Andrew Gibson from Team Canada, one of the better players, I thought, on Team Canada, is going to the Oshawa from Sault Ste. Marie. Gibson, of course, a veteran in this league. The Oshawa goes the other way, goes Brady Smith, a 4th in 26, a 2nd in 27, 3rd in 27, 4th in 27 as well. Add in Peterborough's 4th in 27, Oshawa 6th in 27, 28, and 6th in 28, excuse me, and 7th in 28. So the Oshawa Generals, who the London Knights played in the Ontario Hockey League final last year, loading up on the back end. I like this move by the Oshawa Generals to steady up the D. If you remember correctly, the Oshawa Generals picked up Pummett last year from the Barrie Colts. Pummett is a very similar player to Andrew Gibson, but Andrew Gibson has a little bit more offensive touch, so a good move by the Oshawa Generals.
Greg, let's talk about what's going on in Brantford.
Yeah, you know something, the Brantford Bulldogs, owned by Michael Andlauer for years. They were in of course, the Hamilton city region for the last few years, have now moved over to Brantford the last couple years, second year in being in Brantford. There's talk, obviously, of a new arena in Brantford as well. Now there's talk and reporting that the Michael Andlauer, who also owns the Ottawa Senators, has sold the club to Zach Hyman's family. Zach Hyman of the Edmonton Oilers and his family. Now reported, this is not approved yet, okay? There's a board of meetings for the Ontario Hockey League on Monday. Of course, the big prospects game is on Wednesday. But my figuring is that if this is going to go down, this will be approved on Monday. So Zach Hyman's family and his brother is going to be the president. His name's Spencer Hyman, will be the president of the Bulldogs in Brantford. So we'll wait and see what happens. Again, it'll be a Monday meeting for the OHL to approve if it goes through, and they'll announce it at the big prospects game on Wednesday.
Okay, Saloni, who do you think won the trade deadline?
Well, it's interesting to see. I liked what Oshawa did, even only picking up one player. Again, remember, the Oshawa Generals last year when they played the London Knights were a younger hockey club. Not that London was a veteran club. They're kind of a veteran club this year, but they were a young hockey club, so I like the D positioning pickup. I like the move by the Barrie Colts too, picking up some more firepower in Van Steensel for sure, and Romani, both those guys could put the puck in the net. I found Kingston saying to their fan base, more or less said, hey, we have a good team here, an opportunity to roll. This club hasn't been deep in the playoffs for years and years and years. So I liked what Kingston does as far as their fan base. I'm not sure if they have enough to beat those two other teams, though.
Thank you so much, Greg. We'll be right back with more of the warm-up after this.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Play whatever. Jack 102.3.
Celebrating 25 years in London, Duramed Mobility has been your trusted source for home healthcare equipment and mobility products. Whether it be purchases, rentals, or repairs, Duramed Mobility is here for you.
Jeff from Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff here, and we are back for another incredible season of Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. We're going to tour some amazing backyards. We're going to meet up with some great folks, and we're going to cook some incredible food. Join us Thursdays at 7:30 for Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mario Elia, host of Keeping London Healthy here on Rogers TV. Join us Wednesdays at 6:30 where we discuss health topics relevant to you and bringing on experts in the field to give you the best, most up-to-date information. See you then.
Wednesdays are for the Nationals. Watch live coverage of the London Nationals home schedule on Rogers TV. Catch the action Wednesday nights at 7 p.m.
OHL on Rogers TV.
Join the high-energy bodyweight-based workouts of the Thunder Twins. Gerald and Harold will get all shapes and sizes up and moving. Catch the Thunder Mondays at noon. In the Paint Box, host Jane Roy puts a spotlight on various aspects of the vibrant visual art community in the City of London.
Like just generally, galleries have had great relationships with their artists. They're the ones that kind of promote them. Sometimes one of the things I've really appreciated about you is you're also an encourager.
The Paint Box, Mondays at 5:30 p.m.
Today, I helped a senior find transportation to an important medical appointment.
Today, I helped a new mom find virtual programming so she didn't feel so isolated.
Today, I helped someone understand new government supports.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.
211. Help starts here.
Do you love watching Knights Nationals hockey on Rogers TV? We are recruiting dedicated volunteers to join our production crew. Apply online at rogerstv.com/volunteer. The London Knights against the Windsor Spitfires. It's coming up next. It's a battle for first place. Get ready, folks. We are in for an exciting game. Puck drop is next.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Hi everyone, my name's Emily Febri. I'm also known as Ranger M. I'm an environmental communicator and educator, and I get to talk to a lot of different people about all things nature and conservation. I love to knowledge share, and that's what I want to do with you. So come on, let's go learn with Ranger M.
It's closing time, and you stayed out longer than you planned. So now you can't drive, and the buses have stopped running. You could always call your girlfriend. Or maybe your roommate? What about your best friend? You could just dial 1-888-TAXI-GUY or use the Taxi Guy app. The call and the app are free, and they both connect you to a local cab company to bring you home safely. Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive, drive sober.
Rogers TV.
The Spitfires dive bomb at a Canada Life place to take on the Knights. Joey Costanzo has been stellar for the Spitfires this year. London's Austin Elliott has not lost this season. Windsor. London.
Next.
As the Windsor Spitfires and London Knights will be going head-to-head. This is Hully Gully Yamaha London Knights hockey here on Rogers TV, and I am your host, Sophie Bernier. The Spitfires come into tonight's game riding an 8-game winning streak dating back to December 14th when they picked up a 3-2 win against the Knights. On the other side, London has been at the top of the OHL standings for 8 weeks now, so they'll be looking to bring their best tonight. They have a full-strength lineup tonight with the return of 5 players who are away at the World Juniors. Both sides are tied at the top of the OHL standings with 61 points each, making this a pivotal matchup for first place. Let's take a look now at our starting goaltenders, brought to you by Byron Optimist Club. Starting in net for the Windsor Spitfires is Joey Costanzo. He has a record of 23-5-1-1, goals against average of .253, and save percentage of .0910. And in net for the London Knights, it's Alexei Medvedev with a record of 13-4-1-0-1, goals against average of .264, and save percentage of .918. I'll send you down now to ice level for the opening.
78, Alexei Medvedev. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening once again, and welcome into Canada Life Place for tonight's Ontario Hockey League game featuring the visiting Windsor Spitfires and your London Knights. Tonight's game is proudly presented to you by IDS Beyond Technology, servicing Southwestern Ontario and your London Knights. Take the stress away and call IDS today for all your office solutions. Fans, your London Knights would like to welcome back all of our players that participated in this year's World Junior Hockey Championship. First, representing Team Canada, Oliver Bonk, Easton Cowan, and Sam Dickinson. And a special congratulations to players representing Team Finland, silver medalists Kasper Halttunen and Jesse Nurmi. Once again, congratulations to all of our players for representing their respective countries. Excalibur Insurance is the proud sponsor of the London Knights Anthem program. At this time, as you are able, we would ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of the Canadian National Anthem to be performed by the Amabile Da Capo Choir.
Ontario Hockey League fans, and welcome to Canada Life Place in downtown London. What could be better on a cold Friday night in downtown London than the Windsor Spitfires and the London Knights? And this is for it all, Doily. Both these teams have 61 points.
Well, the Knights and Spitfires both have 61 points on the season. Windsor holds down the #1 seed because they have more regulation and overtime wins. Now the season series sits at 1 game apiece. London won here at Canada Life Place. Windsor won at the WFCU. Now both teams have been active, making adjustments to their lineup. Windsor has 27 games left on their regular season. London has 29 games to go. The race for the #1 seed starts tonight right here at Canada Life Place.
Yeah, packed house, of course. The Windsor Spitfires on a roll since December 13th, where the Knights beat the Spitfires. They've won 8 in a row. London, since that time, is 7-1-1, and that's without 5 players at the World Juniors. Underway here at London's Canada Life Place. Glad again you could join us for Hully Gully Yamaha Knights Hockey right here on Rogers TV. This will be a dandy as Windsor will pick it up deep in their own territory, and they'll send it down the length of the ice, and it's icing right off the hop.
Well, Oliver Bonk steps back into the London Knights lineup. He had a great World Junior Championship tournament in spite of what transpired with Team Canada. Bonk, one of the best defensive defensemen in the OHL.
Montgomery up on that top line with Sam O'Reilly and Denver Barkey. Everybody up and in tight. London just about 30 seconds off the clock here. Here's a sweeping attempt courtesy of Montgomery, sailed wide of the mark. Joey Costanzo in net for Windsor tonight. In behind the cage again, pelted back to the blue line. Dickinson, what a move to get past one man. Oliver Bonk takes the shot right on, and that was dusted off to the corner. And Barkey takes his man out. Sealed back out through to center ice again. And London with the first good opportunity off the draw here. Long side, Rick Doyle on Greg Sloan. As this is the third meeting of the year, 3 of 6. They get to meet 3 more times in this historic rivalry. Maybe one of the best in the Canadian Hockey League. Sailed out through to center ice again. Landon Sim out there. Bonk touches it up, and Dickinson has it once again for London. On for Oliver Bonk. To Jesse Nurmi. And across the line is Julian up top in that slot area, picked free. And Cole Davis has the puck for Windsor. Long lead pass for one of the overager. Morneau off the stick and sent in deep. And another overager in Landon Sim will backhand the puck out through to the red line. Sent back in again by Woodall, and Windsor making wholesale changes. Spelzy out there for Windsor as well. He's a Chicago draft pick, as London will set up shop deep in their own territory. Cam Allen. Nice addition before the trade deadline for London. Played up along the boards. Allen with the puck again for the Knights, and they'll try to find Cowan along with Halttunen and across the line. Halttunen, a silver medalist at the World Juniors, along with Jesse Nurmi. Played along the boards, hit there, sailed to the corner once again, and broken up, and Spellacy will try to clear the zone. Good speed by the Knights so far. Halttunen takes a whack at it, and Joey Costanzo will swallow it up.
Well, the Dermot keys for Windsor, it's goaltending. Joey Costanzo gave up 3 goals on 7 shots and was pulled 5.5 minutes into the game against Erie last Saturday. And for London, it's lineup changes. London was 7-2 in the absence of the 5 players at the World Junior Championship. It's not the additions, but the healthy scratches after a successful run that is tough on the coaches.
Absolutely, because all of them have played outstanding during that time period. Aberflon in tonight, sail back to the blue line. London wins the draw. Bonk sails it down to the half boards. Montgomery trying to find a man. That was Barkey. Montgomery once again. He's been hot. Shoots it right on. And Costanzo again will make the save.
Well, Joey Costanzo comes up with a big save through the screen. Now watch O'Reilly in front of the net as he's trying to take the eyes away. Costanzo bobbles that, but the defense clear him out just in time. So Joey Costanzo, 23 wins on the season so far, tied for tops in the Ontario Hockey League.
Van Bommel will face off with Van Gorp on the right side. Aberflon on the left side. They had some sandpaper with Van Bommel. Everybody up and inside London. Abraham, another overager on the draw. Windsor wins this one. Sailed to the corner. And the Spitfires will dig it in across the line. Davis again on the dime looking for a player. Goes up top, shoots it right on. And Medvedev will make his first stop of this hockey game off the blocker. Back to the blue line once again. Quick shot by Woodall. Knocked down in front of the net by Medvedev through traffic.
Well, Alexei Medvedev was surprised by a shot on goal, but he got a piece of it and enough to steer it into the corner. It heads up back to the top of the umbrella once again, and Medvedev swallows that rebound up. As the Windsor Spitfires lurking around in the blue paint. The shots on goal 3-2 in the early going of this game were just 3 minutes and 4 seconds in.
Protas, what a pickup he has been for the Windsor Spitfires. Will face off. They're going to have to do that one again, Rick.
Well, Protas was throwing his hands up in the air after that draw. He wasn't set. And it was dropped in. An easy win for Julian on this one. So Julian's getting kicked out of the face-off dot. In comes Landon Sim. He'll go lean in on Protas.
Protas 6'5". Centerman played back to the blue line. There's a chip in front of the net. Windsor almost connecting there. And now the Knights are 3 abreast. Shoot it in deep. Played around the boards. Julian has the puck for London. Back to Bruce Devich. Plays it on for Fimmins. Quick shot off the backboards. Those lively backboards out front. We have another stoppage in play here.
There's going to be a face-off to the right of Costanzo. As the Windsor Spitfires get another shot through a player down in front of the net. That was Lemieux. He couldn't get his stick on that. As Medvedev pushes that rebound into the corner. Shots all tied up now at 3 apiece.
So London will have the face-off deep in Windsor territory. Shots on goal 3 apiece. 3.5 off the clock here. Canada Life Place first period. Locked down by Landon Sim. He'll try to usher it in across the blue line. Windsor will clear. And it's touched up by Woolley. Woolley, ALA pick. Landon Sim tips that one in deep. Then he takes his man out. Windsor out through the center ice. And across the line is McNamara, just picked up from the Kingston Frontenac. He's a former first-rounder with the Saginaw Spirit back in 2021. Playing around the boards again, and Windsor will start out lightly through their own blue line. In across the line is McNamara once again. Chips it ahead, and Spellacy just couldn't drop the load on that one as it rolled off the tip of his stick. Spellacy again. Banks it off the board, centering pass, touched up. Two Spits of Cotton, Geeston, Cowan, three abreast. Pick their way to the Windsor blue line. Cowan checked up. Windsor, a very, very big hockey club. Now back the other way. Belchetz leaving it there for protest to the corner. In behind the net. Sail back to the blue line. Windsor on the move here. There's another shot ricocheted off a player, and it's sent off to the corner. And that shot was handled by one of the D of the London Knights. Field back up top again. Belchetz, who was first overall in last year's priority selection draft. He's 6'5" as well. Not shot off a stick in that play.
Well, Sam Dickinson steps back into the London Knights lineup. He leads the Knights in scoring right now with 46 points, even though he's been away for the better part of 3 weeks. He sits 20th in the OHL scoring race as a defenseman with 46 points.
Yeah, Dickinson is having the year for sure. Windsor has a face-off deep in London territory. London will control, launch back out through the center ice, and Montgomery will just chisel it in across the line. Windsor will clear, and Themis once again off the glass, sails it out to the red line, bouncing puck courtesy of Abraham, and Themis will tee it up in behind his own net. 5.5 gone here in the first frame. Scoreless draw, still 3 shots apiece. Now the Knights bring it back in across the line. They continue around the net. Barkey finding a man in that shot. Delivered by Brustevich. Hits a skate and off to the corner. Back behind the net again. Sam O'Reilly, first rounder for the Edmonton Oilers. To the corner. Morneau trying to take his man out. They continue to battle for it. Finally fished out by the Knights. Played around the boards. Themis once again for London. Off the shelf. In behind the net. Montgomery pretty crafty with the puck. Plays it on for Sam O'Reilly. Back to the blue line. And Brustevich has it. Centering pass out front. Right through that low slot. And Barkey ripping one. And into the glove of Joey Costanzo. Scoreless draw partway through the first here at the place to be, Canada Life Place in downtown London.
Culligan Water has been London Region's trusted source for drinking water systems, water softeners, and problem water solutions for over 85 years. Cleaner, better water for you and your household is easy and more convenient than ever. Culligan, your one-stop shop for all things water.
Hully Gully Yamaha, your ultimate toy store, where we've been turning dreams into reality for over 53 years. Visit us at Warrenclyffe and Wonderland in London or hullygully.com.
Swing by the Alibi Roadhouse for daily specials that'll blow your mind. Every weekday, we've got something epic to crush your cravings without crushing your wallet. Serving the coldest beer in London since '88, Alibi Roadhouse. We've got you covered.
This first period is brought to you by Oil Guard.
Sam O'Reilly enters tonight's game on a 7-game point-scoring streak and a 3-game goal-scoring streak. In the 9 games he played during the World Junior Tournament, he scored 6 goals and 15 points. He picked up the offense in the absence of the World Junior players.
Yeah, he's one of those players that you can count on night in and night out. Here for the London Knights. London now with 5 shots off the draw. Windsor controls, and they'll play it out and down the length of the ice. Medvedev will have to hang on. Spellacy in the grill. Woolley didn't like it.
Well, Spellacy give Medvedev a little bit of a snow shower, and Woolley took exception to that as A.J. Spellacy was invited to camp with Team USA. And watch as he stops up here. Medvedev will take the snow shower right there, and look at Woolley right in the right place at the right time to push him out to the side. But Spelly was invited to Team USA's World Junior team. The third-round pick of the Chicago Blackhawks was cut. Now, Spelly scored a goal against London 7 games ago and hasn't scored one since. That would have been December 14th.
Yeah, down in Windsor, Spelly with lots of speed. Prolific power forward for the Windsor Spitfires. It's going to be a good one for Chicago as the years roll by. Dumped in by the London Knights. Play it around the boards. Allen will cut the puck, shoots it, and that was just tipped wide of the mark. Boy, the skill of Cam Allen got that shot away. He's seen the player in front of the net and got the tip. London will have a chance to clear the zone. Van Gorp try to find a man, and London will have to regroup deep in their own territory. Cough up by the Knights D, and it's sailed back out through the center ice. Woodall, little chip pass for Belchetz. Protas back out there. Now the Knights will wheel it in across the line with Landon Sim trying to go wide on Woodall. Woodall gets on the right side of the puck, and he'll cup it himself, and he'll play it off the boards, and Windsor will clear the zone. Launched in across the blue line. Belchetz tried to drag that one through the legs of the Knights D, and in take the bait, and Julian turned around at the blue line. Wheeling now picked her way to the line. Dickinson, man, front of the net for Jesse Nurmi, and he cranked it off a stick and wide of the mark. Looks like the Spitfires, I believe, Rick, are going to get the gate here.
Well, Eichler's going to get the gate, and I think this is going to be an elbow as he takes Sim out at the sidewall. But the Knights make a nice defensive play in their own zone as Woolley coughs this puck up. That's the hit right there. It came up a little bit high on Sim. That'll be a head check as the referees discuss whether that's going to be a 5-minute variety so they can get the tablet out, or whether it's the 2-minute variety. 2 minutes up on the clock right now, but the discussion is ongoing between the officials on this. As we'll have another look at this, as you can see, Landon Sim turns right there, and he just hit Protas prior to that, and I think that's probably what Eichler was angry about, as it looks like the tablet is going to come out, as they'll have another look at this to see if this is the 5-minute variety or not. 2 minutes on the clock, Sloaney. That's unusual. Usually they put a 5-minute up there and reduce it to 2 or nothing after they review it on the tablet. They did call it a 5-minute penalty on the ice. That's not what went up on the clock. As they have number 90 on the London Knights side on the penalty clock with a 5-minute penalty on the clock, and that'd be Landon Sim. He was the one that took the hit. So I'm not sure what they're reviewing here, whether they're reviewing Landon Sim or whether they're reviewing Eichler.
Or it's just a mix-up on the clock.
It could be a mix-up on the clock, Sloaney, but there is 5 minutes up there for Landon Sim. So we'll have to see exactly what transpired as he took Protas up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, you could be right, Rick. They could be reviewing Sim.
They could be reviewing Sim on this. Neither official called that penalty originally. And then Eichler took the 2-minute variety penalty on Sim at the in front of the penalty box. So Sim is not sitting in the penalty box at this point, so we're not exactly sure which penalty is being reviewed. You can see Landon Sim on the tablet over on the bench. That's the advantage of having the tablet, and he's wondering if it's a 5-minute variety or not. As Sim and his teammates hover around that tablet, they're going to make their own review of this.
Well, with that 5-minute penalty up for Landon Sim so long now, they must be reviewing Sim, I would think, and the deuce still stands for Eichler.
Well, to me, the Eichler penalty wasn't any more than 2 minutes. But originally, Landon Sim was not called.
Yeah, which is odd.
Very odd, because London moved the puck all the way down into the Windsor zone. on that play with no whistle being blown. Neither official had their hands up to say that they were calling a penalty. Oliver Bonk over conferring with the officials. I think he's wondering if they're reviewing Landon Sim or Eichler on that play. 12:28 remains here in period number 1. The shots on goal read 5-3 in favor of London. We have a 0-0 score, as it looks as though the officials are still going to review this. Cristoforo was over referring with the officials. I think they're checking out to see if it's the Landon Sim penalty that's being reviewed, or if it's the Eichler penalty being reviewed. Sim remains on the London bench, and as you can see, Ross and Lewis still on the tablet.
Well, they're certainly having a good look at this one.
And it was Landon Sim who took Protas out.
I think they got it now.
They've got it now. And it doesn't look as if they're going to call. They're going over to the London bench. So Landon Sim remains on the London bench, so it looks like that 5-minute penalty is coming down, but it's still on the clock.
Still on the clock, and they're going to drop the puck here in a second, so I agree.
And London has 5 players on the ice. Windsor has 4, so this is a power play for the London Knights. Their first in tonight's hockey game against the Windsor Spitfires this year. They've been 1 for 3 in the head-to-head matchup against the Spits. They're operating at a 30% efficiency other than that. So the Knights on the power play.
So the Knights, and finally they take off the penalty for Landon Sim. We'll have the first power play of this evening's contest. They win the draw back to the Cowan, along with Dickinson down low. Barkey out there, high slot. Dickinson, Cowan, they'll whip this puck around the perimeter until they get that good shot. Halttunen wants it. Dickinson took a swipe at it, banned on it. Halttunen has it. Chisel back to the blue line again for Barkey. Denver Barkey. High slot to Dickinson. Dickinson shoots it off a stick on for Cowan's stick. Up top, they'll play catch. Cowan fades off. They'll tight rope the line, and Dickinson will find the man down low. That's Bonk. Bonk will play in the bumper position. Denver Barkey down low again. Easton Cowan, stutter step, quick shot. Halttunen, he rifled that one. I believe it went off a player and dusted off to the corner. Here's Halttunen again, ripping one. Bring it in again, and Joey Costanzo will cover up.
Well, the London Knights do a great job of moving that puck around. They're finding the seams, but Costanzo comes up with a big save here as Halttunen gets the wrist shot away. That might have even gone off the base of the post after it hit Costanzo. So the Knights with 2 shots on goal in the first minute of this power play.
So it doesn't get really any better for the Windsor Spitfires when the second unit of the London Knights come out. Julian, along with Sim, O'Reilly, Montgomery, and Cam Allen.
Looks like Joey Costanzo was shaken up on this play. I think maybe that puck went off the inside of his gloves. You can see he gave the ref the thank you with regards to letting him take a breather here. 1 minute and 3 seconds remains on the penalty to Eichler.
So everybody up and in tight. London on the draw. 1 knee by Julian. Gets it back to Cam Allen. Montgomery spears it ahead. Lodged up against the boards. Kept in by Julian on a good play. And the Knights will keep it in. That's Sim. Plays it to the D man down low. O'Reilly, back to O'Reilly. Cam Allen will be in that high slot area. There's a quick shot off a stick, front of the net by Sim, off a shin pad, and dusted back here to the blue line where Montgomery fades it off to O'Reilly. O'Reilly surveys to Allen. Cam Allen works the line back to, O'Reilly. O'Reilly takes a peek down low. Montgomery centering pass, hits a stick Windsor keeping London to the outside very nicely on this power play. Now play back to the blue line again. Here's O'Reilly. Fanned on the shot. One-handed to the blue line. That's about it. London will keep it in. The shot knocked down by the Spitz D. And it's skittered all the way back down to London's ice. Montgomery slow to get up. Rick, is he hurt or is that a skate? No labor toward the bench. So the penalty now has expired. Quick shot into the glove of Medvedev. We'll keep an eye on Montgomery.
Well, Montgomery was hit by Eichler coming out of the penalty box right here. As Eichler steps out, you can see he steps around him, and they touch skates on the way by. And Montgomery was very slow, and Ginger going over to the Knights bench. He's receiving some attention from the training staff right now. We have 9:51 remaining in period number 1.
So Windsor, a very good job in staving off the Knights here on the first power play. Everything was basically to the perimeter. Here's a chance for Windsor in front of the net, and that shot just went off the stick of the goaltender, Medvedev, on a good save. Kept in by the Spitz again, and Bonk out through the center ice. Van Gore having trouble doing the line. Belchetz back the other way, in and out. Knights D didn't take the bait, and Bonk plays it around the boards. They'll have to gather it up again, and Oliver Bonk will just find Dickinson. Headman pass for Will Nickel. Hits a skate. Nickel bouncing puck and 3 abreast of the Spitfires in and out as protest. Nifty move, tried to find the winger, and it's picked off by the Knights D once again. Of course, it was Bonk. London can't get much past center ice. Here's Cole Davis. He has a burst of speed. He goes hard to the net, and Medvedev will make the save.
Well, here's the clip of Eichler and Montgomery coming together as Eichler steps out of the box. You can see that Montgomery tries to avoid him right here as Eichler's making his way to the bench. Montgomery will see if he steps back into the game. And Medvedev has come up big for the London Knights in the last minute after London enjoyed that power play. Shots on goal now read 7-6.
Montgomery trying to shake it off over at the London bench. Icing against the Knights.
Well, here's the save on Cole Davis as Davis gets the outside on Bonk, and he makes his way to the net. But watch as Medvedev takes away the bottom of the net, shuts down that 5-hole, and when he gets the knees down like that, it almost goes from post to post. So Medvedev coming up big for the Knights once again.
8:47 remaining here in the first period. London will control. Allen finding a man. Cowan tried to chisel it in deep. Does. Just off the toe of his blade. Sent in behind the net. Denver Barkey after his man. Cowan after his man. Played back to the blue line, but picked off by Davis again, and he'll just send it out through the center. Morneau dumps it in. Woolley hard on it. Allen lets it go. Cowan has it, leaving it there for Sam O'Reilly. He'll soar in across the blue line, trying to find Allen, and that shot well wide on the mark. Might have hit somebody, and back the other way rolls the Spitfires, bouncing the puck, and that missed the man, and it's peeled onto the stick of Easton Cowan. Long lead pass for Barkey down the length of the ice. Barkey must have touched it. Icing's waved off. And Nesbitt will take over at his own lot. Inside of 8 remaining here in the first period. A scoreless draw between these two rivals. This is for first place in the Ontario Hockey League. Both teams have 61 points. Mind you, Windsor has 2 games in hand. Dump in deep. Julian wanting a high sticking call, not getting it. And through to center ice again are the Spitfires. Nesbitt takes a bump from the London D. Back to the blue line again. Walton round the base of the board out front. Tap free by Bustevich, and Halttunen has it for London. He'll guide it in across the line. Kasper Halttunen trying to get past one man toward the net. Falls, and Windsor will break it up. And they'll lead the 4-man assault. Dumped in deep. Medvedev stops the puck in behind the net. Stolen there. Chance for Windsor. Front of the net. And that was off the stick, I believe, of Medvedev and dusted off to the corner. Here's another shot through traffic, and Medvedev will make the save again. He's been good. Another chance. Green tree. Wrap around right through the paint. And it's sailed over to the wing here and out through the center ice. So a couple golden opportunities for the Windsor Spitfires. Dumped in behind the net again. Proda sends that out front and it splits the D and all the way back down in the Windsor ice. 7 shots apiece. Windsor in the last minute or so since the London power play has taken over this first period. Dumped into the corner. Bouncing puck. Walked it to the board. Kept in by the Spitfires, and a quick pass will find Will Nickel. Will Nickel being chased down, twisting, turning, past one man. Now he works his way in across the line with Allen. Spots a man on the far side. That was Van Gorp. He's taken off the puck, but he scoffs it again. Back down low. He'll look for the return feed in front of the check for the Knights. And a scrum ensues, and it's sailed over to the near side. Back at the point, and Montgomery back it onto the ice, couldn't keep it in. So that's good news for the Knights to have number 47 back in the lineup. Now Cam Allen works his way in across the line. Montgomery couldn't keep it in. And the Windsor Spitfires will sail it towards the net. That was McNamara again. He's been a factor so far in this hockey game. His first test with the Windsor Spitfires. Pushed ahead by Allen. Gets it to his blue line. Montgomery past one man. Now works his way in. Leaves it for Van Gorp. And he overskated the puck. And Windsor back the other way, courtesy of Nesbitt. He'll just dribble it in deep, hard around the boards by Bruce Stevich. And it's sent down the length of the ice. Icing's waved off. Abaflon races in with a great deal of determination. And then now the Knights' Nurmi nails his man. Played out through the center ice again and lodged back in. Inside of 5 remaining here in the first period. 7 shots apiece. Sail down the ice and icing against the Windsor Spitfires. Winding down the first here at Canada Life Place in downtown London.
My OHL is a place to talk. So Talk Today has a number of elements. First and foremost, we support the players. We provide mental health and awareness training and suicide prevention training to them. And we have a coach that's in every one of our branches that supports an OHL team. And in years to come, these individuals that are playing in the OHL now will be great mental health champions.
Experience the excitement of London Nationals hockey. Fast, exciting, and affordable. Be part of the crowd as the Nationals take the ice. Don't miss out on the action.
It takes it through. Inside out, scores!
Well, Joey Costanzo had to stand his ground as the London Knights gain a scoring opportunity here as this puck ends up on the stick of Will Nickel, and he just could not beat the defenders as he pushed that by Costanzo. He was thinking upstairs on the backhand. We have 4:29 remaining here in period number 1.
Face off deep in Windsor territory to the left of Joey Costanzo. On the draw is O'Reilly. Windsor well controlled, played up along the boards, and Bonk will shuttle it back in deep. Woodall deep in his own territory. Played it through to Protaz. There's a centering pass, knocked down by the Knights D, and now here comes the Knights, and across the line, Denver Barkey, coast to coast. He tried the toe drag, front of the net again. They take a whack at, and Windsor will clear it to the open wing. Belchetz again, dices it in deep. Dickinson in behind the net. O'Reilly picks it up, gives the puck away. Chance for Windsor. Medvedev to the rescue as he stole that one. Windsor on the move again. Slot. Here's a chance. Cole Davis
Medvedev.
Well, everybody should be going back to give Medvedev a pat in the pads as the Knights cough this puck up. This is Sam O'Reilly at the side of the net. This ends up on the stick of Belchetz. He gets it away very quickly, but Medvedev gets over in time, and then Bonk gives the puck away. And this ends up on a tremendous glove save on the Cole Davis shot. The Spits now out in front on the shot clock, 9-7.
Yeah, Phil Axter looks as well. Halttunen in across the line, fights off the checking of Morneau, and Woodall tabs it. He'll play it up along the wing, and Windsor will bring it in across the line. Davis again around the boards for the overage Abraham. Centering pass picked off by Sim, loses the puck though, and Abraham waltzes out, got the shot away. Strom, they score in front of the net. It's Morneau, and Windsor is up by 1.
This is a greasy goal as the Spitfires in on the forecheck, and Morneau in front of the net. Now keep your eyes on him. The Knights are saying they knocked that in with his glove, and I think they have a case there. And indeed, the referees are going to go and review this. There was one behind the net that should have caught that, but you can see Morneau took a swipe at it with his glove. As Reed and Lewis are going to go to the tablet once again upstairs. Every goal is reviewed, but Morneau used his glove. I wonder if that went off a Knight and into the net. That might be what's being discussed here. And if Morneau is successful on this, this will be his 14th of the season. That's the 10th shot on goal that Medvedev has faced. Now watch Morneau in front of the net on this replay as they're going to the tablet once again. So you see Morneau right there. Clearly he knocks it in with his hand. That will be no goal. And the faceoff will remain in. Well, the faceoff should come out into the neutral zone because Morneau played that with his hand into the net.
That was pretty clear.
That was very clear on that play. I'm not sure how the officials missed that on the initial call. The face-off in the neutral zone. Nickel will lean in on this draw.
So they're going to drop the puck just outside the London blue line. A flurry by the Windsor Spitfires in the last, 3 or 4 minutes. Creating all kinds of havoc. Turnovers by the Knights. But that goal was clearly knocked in by a hand. So at 3:18, still a scoreless draw. Nesbitt, Nickel, London controls. Now Jesse Nurmi trying to bust his way in. Here's a chance for the Knights. And tapped aside by the goaltender, Joey Costanzo. Here's Will Nickel to the corner. Nurmi pins his man up against the boards. Nurmi had a great tournament at the World Juniors. Montgomery will keep it in. Cups the puck, trying to find a man in Dickinson. Ran into the Windsor D, and it's launched back out through to center ice. Windsor in their own territory. Broken stick there at the dot. Deep in Windsor ice, Nesbitt with the puck. He'll weave his way to the line, plays it off to the wing, broken up by the Knights D, but they just couldn't clear the zone. Now Windsor with wholesale changes, London trying to catch him. Montgomery in across the line, trying to find Barkey, picked off by Greentree. He's an Oshawa native. And it sailed back to the blue line. Lead pass again, missed everyone. That was intended for Belchetz, and watch Cam Allen start up. He'll soar down the wing, works his way to the line, shooting it, and it rattled off a shin pad. Back to the blue line again, tucked in. Allen keeping it in as the Spitfires. McLaren gets knocked down, and it's played back down into London ice. Headman pass. Queued up for O'Reilly. In across the line, gets knocked down up against the boards, and it's set to the corner. Woodall with the puck for Windsor will clear the zone, and Belchetz after it. Picked up now by Denver Barkey. A minute 30 remaining in the period. Here's O'Reilly shooting it right on and into the glove of Costanzo.
Well, Kasper Halttunen was in training camp with the San Jose Sharks in September, starts the season in the American League, is injured after 6 games, plays 9 games with London from mid-November to mid-December. He went off to the World Juniors for 3 weeks. He finally gets to unpack a bag and take a breath in the back half of the season here in London.
He'll be a huge factor, as he was last year, for the Knights in their trip to the Memorial Cup. Woolley will settle the puck down. Easton Cowan. Twisting, turning. He's the Leafs' first rounder. Played back to Cowan. Now he'll gather some speed. Plays it onto the wing for Julian. Julian gave the puck away, but knocks it down at the line. Tipped in front of the net. Now it's in front, where the winger Cowan trying to tip it past Costanzo. In behind the net again. Played up against the boards. London trying to fish it loose. It rolls back to the blue line. Kept in, just bouncing puck. Tabbed on for Morneau. Still have Abraham with them. That shot off the mark. And London will pick it up, but Windsor on the puck again. Abraham from a sharp angle. Hits the outside of the mesh. Spellacy in and out. Got the shot away. Dandy. Saved by Medvedev. Spellacy once again. Crafty. As the Chicago pick. Coming up with some of his skill. London's out with it now. Here's Cowan again. Long shift. Now he'll go to the bench. In across the line. Barkey tab. Return feed for Denver Barkey. Dickinson up on the play as well. And it's a lead pass out through to center ice as the horn sounds to end the first period here at Canada Life Play. Stay tuned for Sophie in the first intermission. Live, Ontario, Quebec, and Eastern Canada wide. It's Holly Gully Yamaha Knights Hockey right here on Rogers TV.
At Sumner Jewelers, we have been serving London and area since 1902. We specialize in custom jewelry designs and invite you to bring us your ideas. Trusted for over 120 years at 392 Richmond Street between King and Dundas. Celebrating 25 years in London, Duramed Mobility has been your trusted source for home healthcare equipment and mobility products. Whether it be purchases, rentals, or repairs, Duramed Mobility is here for you.
Ever wonder what all these hockey fans have in common? They all drive Nissans from Finch Nissan. Do what they did. Score a great deal at Finch Nissan.
Businesses trust Oil Guard.
We've been using Oil Guard for decades as part of our preventative maintenance program. It helps keep our fleet looking new and has also helped with our resale value.
Oil Guard knows how to help duck the rust. At IDS, we have the tools your business needs to be successful, from production printing, digital signage and content management, and full IT services. IDS allows our clients to focus on what they do best.
Coulter's Pharmacy is the new home of London Healthcare and Ostomy Center. Our expert team provides products and advice from ostomy, wound care, compression garments, and so much more. At Coulter's Pharmacy, get the customized care that is right for you.
I am a wild robot.
Be the first to watch the Wild Robot movie at
Home. Home.
Amazing!
Amazing.
From the studio that brought you How to Train Your Dragon.
He needs to swim and fly.
Swimming's easy. I can teach him the way my mom taught me. Swim!
That's drowning.
The Wild Robot.
Do you love watching Knights Nationals hockey on Rogers TV? We are recruiting dedicated volunteers to join our production crew. Apply online at rogerstv.com/volunteer. Welcome back, fans. Champions. I'm joined with Windsor Spitfires captain Liam Greentree. Liam, you've been on an incredible run so far this season, leading the league in points, and you were just named the OHL's Player of the Week. What do you think's been behind your offensive success?
Yeah, I think for me it's been a lot of defense, and I think that's what's translated to my offense. And I think we need to keep that rolling and keep the puck out of our net in the D zone. And and then obviously I'm playing with some really good players, and it's been really fun so far.
Your team's on an incredible 8-game winning streak. What do you think's been the key to that success?
Yeah, I think for us, it's it's a lot of D zone. Obviously our coach, he's put in a lot of time with us for that, and it's been working for us. So as long as we can just keep moving the puck and blocking shots, it'll work for us.
Tonight's game is crucial. First place on the line. How do you approach this game?
Yeah, I think for us, London's obviously a really good team, and I think it's just keeping our game simple, pucks deep, obviously blocking shots again and getting shots to the net.
As the captain of this team, what do you think makes someone a good leader?
I think for me, it's, doing all the little things right, like, stretching before practice and, having good practice habits. And, I think for me, it's just leading by example, and I think it's worked out so far.
0-0 after 20 minutes. What'd you like about that first period?
Yeah, I think we kept the pressure on them. Obviously, we're out shooting them right now, and I think we're playing good. They had that one power play, but for us, again, it's just keeping the pressure on them.
Thank you so much, Liam. Best of luck to you and your team in this game. We'll be right back with more Hully Gully Yamaha London Knights hockey here on Rogers TV after this.
Progressive Countertop can turn any kitchen into a dream kitchen with premier brands like Handstone Quartz, proudly manufactured in London. With expert design services and professional installation, you can dream big at Progressive Countertop in London and Strathroy.
None of us are immune to financial difficulty.
We've been helping Canadians become debt-free for over 50 years.
Together, we'll find the right debt solution
and get you back on your feet.
Call us on the phone and see us on the net. 310-NET.
At GWB Heating and Cooling, customer comfort is their commitment. Their licensed technicians cover all home heating and cooling needs. From inspections to repairs and installation, customers trust the professionals at GWB, where quality service meets peace of mind.
Van Bree Enterprises is dedicated to attracting and retaining the best people possible. Van Bree knows the strength of their company depends on teamwork, career fulfillment, and unwavering standards for workplace safety.
Hey London, did you know it's the law to have working smoke alarms?
That's right, working smoke alarms save lives. Get in on the action and test yours today.
And be sure to stay in touch with us by following us on social media.
When clients want high-quality flooring that adds style to any space, Great Floors recommends Beckham Brothers. A Canadian company, Beckham Brothers creates stunning floors. Quality meets style with Beckham Brothers. Available at Great Floors. Coulter's has been the family pharmacy London has trusted for over 50 years. From personalized medication advice, vaccinations, and pharmacists qualified to assess health issues. At Coulter's Pharmacy, get the customized care that is right for you.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Go beyond the scores and get to know the athletes who call the Forest City home. Game Day London brings you in-depth stories and conversations with London's major teams, including the London Knights, of course, and the athletes competing near and far that are making our city proud. For fresh and engaging sports coverage, visit GameDayLondon.com. I'd like to welcome back in Rick and Greg to the broadcast. Gentlemen, we're scoreless after 20.
Yeah, this game hasn't disappointed so far. Working for the best in the Ontario Hockey League halfway through this Ontario Hockey League season. Rick, let's take a look at the period summary brought to you by Van Bree Enterprises.
Well, there was no goals scored in period number one. The one goal that was scored was gloved in by Morneau. The face-off dot, the London Knights controlled the face-off dot at 66%. The Knights had the only power play in period number one. They went 0 for 1. And the Spits at the tail end of the period certainly took advantage on the shot clock as they outshoot the Knights 12-8 in period number one.
I thought maybe the London Knights started the game out with a little bit of the edge. I thought Windsor took over later in the period.
And there was no doubt that Windsor took over. They had the London Knights cough coughing the puck up in their own zone. Lots of pressure down in the London Knights defensive zone. So watch for the Spitfires to try and take advantage of that again here in period number 2.
You got to remember, this Windsor Hockey Club is a very big hockey club.
They are big and they are physical, and we were talking a little bit off camera about the physicality of this game. The Spitfires haven't taken it to the Knights physically just yet in this hockey game, but they do have an advantage in that area.
Well, there's some changes in minor hockey throughout Ontario, Rick.
Well, it's called the open borders policy, so no matter where you live now, you'll be able to play with the team of your choice. So if you want to go to the GTHL out of London, you can do that. Now, I had a discussion with Kevin Gardner this week, who's the hockey ops guy with the London Junior Knights, and I asked him about this rule and whether it concerns him, and he said no, they voted for it. And the reason they voted for it is they have a AA program here in London, which is going to protect a lot of players, and they're leaving the AA program as exclusive to London players. Now, a AAA player can play anywhere they want, so I asked him what is going to affect teams like Chatham, and he says that's exactly where teams are going to be affected. If you get a first high-rated player playing in Chatham and he wants to move to London in order to play at the AAA level, they can do that, no problem. The other change, as far as Kevin Gardner was concerned, was that the zone for London now includes Lambeth, so the players in Lambeth will be able to play for the London Junior Knights. They've been playing for the Elgin Middlesex Canucks the last couple of years.
So lots of change throughout the Ontario Hockey League, and now dribbles down into minor hockey as well. Of course, the London Knights and Windsor Spitfires, this is the third meeting of the year, 1-1 so far. This game hasn't disappointed so far, Rick.
Well, both teams with 61 points. First place on the line, and both games so far this year played December 13th here. The Knights win 4-2. They go back down to the WFCU on December 14th, and the Knights came within 2 minutes and 22 seconds of taking a point out of the WFCU. So both these teams have played tight games so far this season.
The trade deadline is come and gone, so no more speculation. The teams are inked in where they're going down the stretch. The East, I thought Kingston, Barrie, and Oshawa made the biggest splash.
Well, all I can say about all the movement in the Eastern Conference is somebody's going to be very disappointed after the first round of the playoffs this year in the Eastern Conference.
Sophie, we'll send it back down to you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll be right back with more Hully Gully Yamaha London Knights hockey here on Rogers TV after this.
The only thing certain in life is change. We're here for you and your family when the unexpected happens.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
At Sumner Jewelers, we have been serving London and area since 1902. Specializing in natural and lab-grown diamonds, we invite you to share your ideas with us, and we will help bring them to life. On-street parking available at 392 Richmond Street, between King and Dundas. Coulter's has been the family pharmacy London has trusted for over 50 years. From personalized medication advice, vaccinations, and pharmacists qualified to assess health issues. At Coulter's Pharmacy, get the customized care that is right for you.
Jeff from Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff here, and we are back for another incredible season of Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. We're going to tour some amazing backyards. We're going to meet up with some great folks, and we're going to cook some incredible food. Join us Thursdays at 7:30 for Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff.
Hi, I'm Kathleen from Hiking with Kathleen. Please join me this season where I bring you on my great adventures of hiking, paddling, and camping. And I bring you up close to wildlife as I see them on my hikes.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks. and it shattered her world.
Every Friday night following the Knights games at 10 p.m., you can check out Hammerlock Pure Wrestling. Hammerlock Pure Wrestling is bringing back the golden age of pro wrestling. Hammerlock Pure Wrestling features some of the best up-and-coming talent from around Ontario. Watch how wrestling used to be in this family-friendly presentation. That's Hammerlock Wrestling every Friday night at 10 p.m. Let's take a look now at the Save of the Period, brought to you by MNP. If your debt is out of control, you're not alone. And it is London Knights netminder Alexei Medvedev with a huge glove save there. Now for the first period scoring summary, brought to you by Finch Nissan. We have still yet to see an icebreaker tonight, but the Spitfires are up 12-8 in the shot department. The next game will be January 11th, which is tomorrow night, as the Knights will travel to Owen Sound. Puck drop is set for 7 p.m. The Knights will then return home next Friday night to host the Guelph Storm, with warm-up beginning at 6:30 p.m. Also on Wednesday, don't miss the Connor McDavid OHL Top Prospect game. That will be on January 15th at 7 p.m. Stay tuned, folks. Second period is next.
Celebrating 25 years in London, Duramed Mobility has been your trusted source for home healthcare equipment and mobility products. Whether it be purchases, rentals, or repairs, Duramed Mobility is here for you.
Ever wonder what all these hockey fans have in common? They all drive Nissans from Finch Nissan. Do what they did. Score a great deal at Finch Nissan.
Businesses across Ontario trust Oil Guard for proven rust protection.
Hi, I'm Rob from Wild Things. Every year I bring my trucks to Oil Guard because I think that rust is just another pest.
Oil Guard can help duck the rust. At IDS, we have the tools your business needs to be successful, from office printing to communications and full IT services. IDS allows our clients to focus on what they do best.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Hey, I'm Scott Navarro, a producer here at Rogers TV, and I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers that we have that put on our shows. Whether that's hosts in front of the camera or volunteers behind the scenes, we couldn't do it without you, so I just want to say thanks.
Are you low on food? Struggling to pay the bills? Overwhelmed by life's challenges? When you need support but don't know where to turn, just dial 211. 211 connects you to the programs or services near you.
211, how can I help you?
211, help starts here.
Okay, back here at Canada Life Place, getting set for the second period. Rick, let's take a look at the shots on goal, brought to you by GWB Heating and Cooling in that first period.
Well, the London Knights held an advantage in the first 10 minutes of the hockey game. The Windsor Spitfires took that advantage back in the second 10 minutes of period number one, and they lead on the shot clock 12-8.
12-8 for the Windsor Spitfires. We mentioned this during the first segment of the intermission. London came out to get their 5 players back from the World Juniors. I think even though they're veteran players, it takes a little bit of time to get adjusted again, Rick.
Well, you know, they stepped back into practice with the London Knights on Wednesday, so they had Wednesday and Thursday to practice with the London Knights with the new lineup and the new look they have for each line. So it's going to take a bit of time for these guys to gel, but awfully good period, and an awfully good period by the Windsor Spitfires. That's the way you learn how to play the hockey game properly when you're playing a good team.
The sensational rookie Logan Howery sent to Junior B.
Well, he was sent to the St. Thomas Stars today, as Logan Howery, he needs to play.
Yeah.
And certainly with 5 players coming back into the London Knights lineup, he wasn't going to get a chance to play on every night. So I think this is a good move by the London Knights. The young man is going to get lots of ice time at the Junior B level, practice with the London Knights on a daily basis when he's not playing with the St. Thomas Stars. This is a good move for Howery.
Real quick, the Windsor Spitfires picking up 2 players at the trade deadline. A pretty prolific goal scorer plus a steady defenseman.
Well, a steady defenseman on the back end, and certainly Luke McNamara has been around this league a long time. He started in Saginaw, made his way down to Kingston. Now he's back in the Western Conference with the Windsor Spitfires as Luke McNamara, first-round pick 5 years ago into the Ontario Hockey League. It just hasn't panned out for him yet, but he's with a different hockey club, and he looks awfully incentivized in tonight's hockey game. As Jared Woolley scored a couple of goals for the London Knights in the absence of their top 2 defensemen out of the lineup. He looked good on a pairing with Allen as Allen comes over from the Guelph Storm. Wyatt Kennedy is the other player that was picked up by the Windsor Spitfires on the back end. He's a 17 defenseman. So Wyatt Kennedy, number 2 out there tonight. He's got to get used to the systems in Windsor as he comes down from the North Bay Battalion to join the Spitfires in the back half of the season.
So a scoreless draw as we enter this second period. Windsor with 12 shots to London's 8 in that first period. Montgomery wheels it in across the line. He'll dump it in behind the net. Cristoforo around the boards has the puck again. Greentree finding a man. Of course, Greentree, first rounder with the LA Kings. Sent to the corner deep in London Knights. Played around the boards, and Denver Barkey will send it out. Barkey shoots it in deep and races in after his own shoot-in. Thurman plays it around the boards all the way down the ice. Icing, Windsor.
Well, Blake Montgomery enters tonight's game on an 8-game point scoring streak. Now, the Ottawa Senator prospect has recorded 7 goals and 15 points in that 8-game stretch. Now, Montgomery is committed to attend the University of Wisconsin at some point in the future.
Dickinson and Allen on the back end as a pairing on this particular face-off. Greentree swipes at it and it's sent in deep. Dickinson with the puck. Trying to get past one man, gathering speed out through the center ice, chokes it up, and Abraham back the other way as a man with him. Centering pass in front of the net, and a good recovery stick by Sam Dickinson to stem that one off. Little chip pass in for Nurmi, didn't materialize and shot down the length of the ice. Icing the wave off. Abraham in on the hunt. Morneau there as well. 2 overagers playing on that particular line for Windsor. Dickinson headmans it up for Jesse Nurmi. He'll tip it in deep. Wood all around the base of the boards. Picked off. Morneau has the puck. London trying to keep it in courtesy of Sim. Picks his man off the puck, but he rattles it into the corner. Almost 2 off the clock here. A second period. Scoreless draw. Bouncing puck again, and Spellacy winds it up. Shoots it in deep around the boards. Sim will try to clear the zone. Windsor making changes. Now a centering pass picked off by the Knights D again, and they give the puck away. And that shot by Spellacy wired wide, and we got a 2-on-1 happening here with Sim Cowan. Oh, couldn't cut the pass. As Cowan had a lane to the net, Sim got it right on the blade, and it might have been a little hot to handle. Now play back to the blue line again, and Cowan once again for London. He's checked up by McNamara, broken up by the Knights D, and out of play.
Well, the London Knights break out on a 2-on-1 as Landon Sim picks that puck up. He tries to get it across to Sim. It just hops over the stick on Easton Cowan as he was trying to get that shot away. We have 17:28 remaining here in this second period. Shots on goal will read 12-8, exactly the same as it was at the end of period number 1.
So Windsor has a face-off deep to the left of Alexei Medvedev, and net for London tonight. He was a busy goaltender.
Probably stopped 3 or 4 good looks. There's another shot right on. Knocked down by Medvedev. Shot in front of the net. Big rebound. And that was dusted off to the corner. And Windsor will keep the puck in. Off the skate again. Morneau. Hard in behind the net. Abraham after it. And London will clear the zone. Nickel works his way in across the line. Halttunen just couldn't get much past the blue line. Launched back out through the center. Halttunen once again for the Knights, and he'll turn off ice, but loses control. Sent to Cowan. Cowan loses the puck. Now Windsor will start out. They'll work their way in across the line. London's D pick off that pass. Played over to the half boards. Windsor on the move here. Kennedy with the shot. Right into the glove. Medvedev.
Well, the Windsor Spitfires control a draw here, and they get the shot through. It goes on net. A bad rebound comes out, but this is a staple of Medvedev's game right there. He never gives up on a play as he makes 2 big saves off of that rebound as he reaches back with the stick to try and fight that off. It goes off the side of the net.
Throw pass. Will square up against Sam O'Reilly. O'Reilly wins it. But Windsor gets to the puck first, and the centering pass to no avail. Play to the corner again. Dickinson. Icing. London.
Well, Belchetz, the first player selected in the OHL priority selection last year, sits 3rd in the OHL scoring race among rookies with 12 goals and 26 points. He steps into tonight's game on a 5-game point-scoring streak as he's playing on the top line with the Spitfires.
London controls the draw. They'll start out deep in their own territory, approaching the 4-minute mark. Gone here in the second period, a scoreless draw. Game 3 of 6 between these 2 arch rivals, and you just add in. This is for the best in the Ontario Hockey League today. Now up top again, and Montgomery wheels in, shoots, knocked down in front of the net, peeled off to the corner. Sam O'Reilly picks it up for London. Sam O'Reilly stops, twisting, turning. Denver Barkey has the puck. He'll turn on the dime, gets in the shooting lane, plays it to the half board. Allen with it now, trying to get into the high slot area. It rolls off the tip of his stick. And Sam Dickinson yet again gives the puck away. Dumped down low. Centering pass out front. And London's O'Reilly picks it off, but a good stick there by Greentree. Will seal that one. Windsor with some room here. Greentree waiting. Barkey takes him out. Now a little chip from Montgomery. Can he get a lane? Here's Montgomery. Shoots. Scores. 1-0. London.
Well, a turnover in London's zone leads to this opportunity. Once Blake Montgomery gets that stride going, there's no catching him as he beats Costanzo on the glove side on the first shot he's faced in this period. And for Montgomery, that's goal number 14. He's been a tremendous pickup. The Ottawa Senator 4th-round pick from last year, recording his 14th goal for the London Knights as he joined the Knights mid-October.
So after Windsor having a couple of good looks yet again in this second period, the Knights opened the scoring on a good feed to Montgomery, and he made no mistake. 1-0 London, 5 off the clock, second period. What do we got here, Rick Penn?
Well, Van Bommel's going to go on the hold here as Cristoforo rung the net, and Van Bommel right behind him. He wraps him up right there as he puts that stick underneath the hands. That's what the officials are going to call every time. And the Spitfires will go on to the power play for the first time in tonight's game. They've been 40 for 160 on the year, operating at a 25% efficiency against the Knights in the head-to-head matchup. They've been 1 for 8 on the power play. We have 14:43 remaining here in period number 1. The Knights just out in front, 1-0, killing a penalty.
So Windsor has a golden opportunity to tie this hockey game. Then Bommel in the penalty box, so the face-off will be deep in London ice. Everybody up and inside Windsor. Off the draw, rolls to Denver Barkey, and he'll backhand the puck down the length of the ice right on. Cristoforo tees it up for himself, and he'll start out for the Spitfires. Tag the back peddler and across the line. That was Protas. Back to Cristoforo. Down low. Back to Cristoforo at the blue line. He'll spot a man. Down low again, and Dickinson takes him out to the corner once again. London trying to clear the zone. Picked off nicely by the Knights. And that was O'Reilly shooting the puck down the length of the ice. 6 off the clock now. Windsor still with about a minute 15 remaining or less in their first power play. Here's Greentree, almost overskated it. Head man pass, nothing brewing as of yet for Windsor on this first power play. Abraham pinned up against the boards. Protas in there as well. Woolley fishing it loose. Sim having difficulty to clear. Windsor keeping it in behind the net now. Centering pass, fanned on. Rolls up top, back to the blue line. Protas gets it over. Quick shot. They fanned on. That was Morneau. Front of the net again. And it's skidded off to the corner. Here's another quick shot. Knocked down front of the net. In behind the net this time. And Windsor again will try to center the pass out front to Noville. Back up top to Cristoforo. Wade shoots, and that was knocked down, I believe, by the goaltender of Medvedev through traffic. And Landon Sim will clear the zone. Just 18 seconds remaining. London on a change. Cole Davis, he has that speed broken up. Now, talk about speed. Cowan and Nickel out there. Here's Nickel shooting it. And Cowan in the mix as well. And Costanzo with the save.
Well, Costanzo comes up with a big save here as Will Nickel gets in behind the defenders as Cowan finds them on this transition play right there. Allen the quick up. You can see Nickel goes directly to the net, gets the shot on goal, and Costanzo has to hug that post in order to keep that puck out. We have 6 seconds remaining on the penalty to Van Bommel.
Yeah, London will enjoy the face-off deep in Windsor ice. Won by the Knights. Picked up by Woodall of the Spitfires. He'll just rifle it in deep. Cam Allen trying to clear the zone. Sent in front of the net. Dusted away by the goaltender, Medvedev, and he'll hang on. And now the penalty has expired, Rick. Blake Montgomery has his Knights up by 1 on a breakaway. Partway through the second.
Culligan Water has been London Region's trusted source for drinking water systems, water softeners, and problem water solutions for over 85 years. Cleaner, better water for you and your household is easy and more convenient than ever. Culligan, your one-stop shop for all things water.
Hully Gully Yamaha, your ultimate toy store, where we've been turning dreams into reality for over 53 years. Visit us at Warrenclyffe and Wonderland in London or hullygully.com.
Swing by the Alibi Roadhouse for daily specials that'll blow your mind. Every weekday, we've got something epic to crush your cravings without crushing your wallet. Serving the coldest beer in London since '88, Alibi Roadhouse. We've got you covered.
This second period is brought to you by Progressive Countertops.
Well, Jack Nesbitt will turn 18 in 2 days. Now, the NHL Central Scouting Service has him rated as a B prospect for this year's draft. A potential second or third round pick. He's currently on a 9-game point scoring streak, but it's been very tight on scoring chances in here in tonight's game both ways.
So Windsor down by 1. They're up by 7 shots. Almost halfway through this hockey game. And London on the scoreboard, leads it by 1. Pushed ahead by the Spitfires, centering pass, goes right on the blade of Cowan. He'll chip it to Nickel. Halttunen up there as well, dogging on the puck, plays it to himself in the corner around the boards, and Brustevich has it. Brustevich in and out, picked off by Lemieux, touched up to the line, but not out, sailed to the corner, courtesy of the former Guelph Storm Cam Allen. To the near side. Here's Halttunen with that big body of his. Leaves it there, hands it off to Brustevich, centering pass, and Windsor's out 2-on-2. 3-on-2, possibly with Spellacy up on the play. Brustevich gets back though. Nesbitt cuts the puck and he gets the shot away. He does in front of the net, and that hits a skate. And London back the other way. And across the line, Halttunen feeds it for Nickel. Nickel in behind the net, still with the puck, looking for a man in Sam Dickinson. He came up on the play from the D position, back to Phillips. He rifled that one. And it's picked off and out of play.
Well, Kasper Halttunen, a silver medalist, finally gets to unpack a bag here in London after 3 stops so far in his 19-year-old season with the London Knights. Big one-time shot on the power play. You know that's going to come into use down the stretch here.
2 Finns are the imports for London. Jesse Nurmi and Halttunen. Mentioned it before, 2 silver medalists at the World Juniors. Played on for Dickinson. Head man pass, hits a stick. This line for Windsor has been good. Abraham Morneau and Davis. 2 veterans, and actually Davis now a veteran himself in this league. Lots of speed on this line for Windsor. Now broken up by the Knights, and Dickinson cups the puck, plays it on to his D-man. Dickinson with a lane pad down low for Julian. Just couldn't get a handle on it, and it's smoked over to the corner. Sam Dickinson again. Shoots it, knocked down. Julian rifles it. Hits a shin pad. Back to Dickinson's shot. That hits another shin pad. Right onto the blade. And Dickinson waltzes in way in front of the net off that high post was Landon Sim, and he just couldn't drop the load. All played in behind the net. Julian up on it, knocks it down. Nurmi in there as well, so a great look for Sim. Give his Knights 2 up on the board. Chopped in deep. Cristoforo goes down after O'Reilly took him out. Played back down into London ice. All the way down the ice, and we got a hurt Windsor player.
Well, the Windsor Spitfires did a great job of getting into the shot lanes as Cristoforo struggled in the 30 seconds of that shift. He finally came into contact with Landon Sim in behind the net, and he goes down. He does not get up. And with the puck 200 feet away, the referee decides he's going to blow this whistle. As you can see, that shot goes through. And right there, Cristoforo, that was one of the blocks he made. He made about 2 blocks on that sequence. And you can see the result of it right here. He was favoring a leg in the back half of that shift, as he's going to need some help to his feet, as the Windsor Spitfires were under all kinds of pressure from the London Knights. And the Spitfires bent, but they didn't break, as Cristoforo will go down the cutway into the dressing room to receive some attention from the training staff. As the referees decide where they're going to drop this in, they're going to drop it in the neutral zone, as the puck was in the London Knights' end when they blew that puck dead because Cristoforo couldn't get up in behind the Windsor Spitfires net. We have 9:55 remaining here in period number 2.
So basically halfway through this hockey game, they drop the puck at center ice, and Windsor will clear it in deep. Bonk Chased down by the Spitfires winger. Speared ahead. Windsor comes up with the puck. Then like to get one here. Eichler with a shot knocked down in front of the net. Swept to the line. Knocked out though. Parkey has a second opportunity. And Big Montgomery again with those long strides. Almost had a beat on. Boy, that feed back to the D. Almost found the back of the net. Joey Costanzo had to make the save. Look at Protas. He dances in, and Medvedev with a good save.
Well, Medvedev comes up with a big save here on Protas as he kicks this puck back up into a scoring area, but he can't catch up to it. Medvedev comes out to greet it, as Medvedev has faced 18 shots in this hockey game, 6 here in period number 2. We're just 47 seconds past the midway point. 9:13 remains here. The Knights out in front, 1-0.
Spellacy on the draw for Windsor. London will control. Played up the boards. Aberflon back out there. Shot toward the net. Wide of the mark. Kept in at the half boards by Spellacy, but the Knights will clear the zone. And one of the Knights just got filled in on the near side, courtesy of Spellacy. Now played up along the wall where Van Gorp trying to touch it up to Brustevich. Lead pass back out through the center right. Now we got a 2-on-1 happening. And a good play by the Knights team. Brustevich to stem that one off. Played to the corner again. London has a chance to clear. Boy, that was almost too many men for Windsor. And it sails back down into Windsor ice. Dumped in deep. Brustevich. Originally a first rounder for the Ottawa 67s, coming over to the London Knights. There's a shot, a sharp angled shot toward the net. Down low again, Morneau twisting, turning off the check, front of the net again, and it's chiseled off to the corner. And Woodall will keep it in. Another shot, and that was tipped, and boy, Medvedev has had enough. Gloves it down.
Well, Henry Brustevich rated as a C prospect on the preliminary list. The midterm rankings come out here in the next week or so, and Brustevich with 25 points on the season in his first 36 games. He's showing some offense this season that we didn't see last year.
Yeah. He's it's certainly been a factor on the back end, both defensively and offensively, as you mentioned, Rick. You can't help but think of that big goal he scored in Oshawa in the final last year.
Double overtime.
Yeah. 7:54 remaining here in the second period. Montgomery with the lone goal here for the London Knights. They're going to have to drop that puck again. Windsor, steady diet of this line out here with Morneau, Davis, and Abraham. Off the draw, London controlled, but Windsor keeps it in. Abraham toward the net, picked off by Davis. Davis up along the wall, chucks it to the corner. Morneau and Abraham trying to play some catch, and London will clear the zone. That was Halttunen. Halttunen, Cowan's out there. He'll soar down the wing. Now he rolls over to the other side, and Nickel helps him out. Back to the blue line, right on the stick of Protest, and Windsor is out with it. Eichler in across the line, hands it off. Protest with the shot, and again Medvedev through traffic, a good positional save. Penalty, Rick.
This is going to go to Nickel as Nickel gets his stick caught up in Davis's skates. As this play spills up the half wall, you can see right there a bit of a can opener for Nickel on Davis, and the Spitfires will go back onto the power play. This will be their second opportunity in tonight's game. So far this season, they've been 1 for 9 against the Knights with the power play. As Nickel takes a seat for 2 minutes or less, Cristoforo steps out of the dressing room for the Windsor Spitfires as he will join the Spits power play, the first unit back out there. 7:11 remains here in period number 2.
On the draw, Played around the boards. Windsor keeps it in. They go on the power play once again. And they had a chance to clear. They won the draw. Windsor kept it in. See if the Knights can clear the zone to fade off that one. And the Knights do, courtesy of Barkey. Sailed back down in the Windsor ice. Here's Cristoforo back out onto the ice surface and on the power play. The blue line choked up, and Woolley files it down. 30-40 off the penalty to Will Nickel. Approaching the 14-minute mark. Gone here in the second period. 1-0 London lead. Morneau down low. He'll look for the return feed. Goes up top. Here's a chance for Windsor. Shot off the post. That was dropped off the post, and I believe it was Protas. Gunned it right off the inside of the post and out. Now Julian overskated the opportunity as he had a look. Protas leaves it there. Protas down low again. Filed back to the blue line. Up top. Windsor continues on the power play. Shot Beverden, and now they score. Off the high post, and yes, Protas ties this hockey game up.
Well, Protas hangs around in the blue paint just long enough as the Windsor Spitfires get this shot through, and the rebound is what he picks up, and he's Johnny on the spot. As a left-handed stick, it goes right onto the stick and over the pad. We have a 1-1 hockey game, and that's Protas' 26th of the campaign. He leads all import players as far as scoring goes this season, as Protas has been a factor in tonight's hockey game. That'll be recorded as a power play goal.
So Protas gets the Windsor Spitfires tied up here with just under 6 minutes remaining here in the second period. 1-1. We knew this was going to be a tight game. Half-board, back up top again. Phimmis down low. Easton Cowan has it up over his stick. Halttunen in behind the net. Cowan leaving it there. Abraham knocking his man down. Will Nickel there, back to the blue line. Here's Dickinson with the puck. Beats him in. Sam Dickinson shoots. And that goes off. Joey Costanzo off the shoulder on a good save. And Dickinson just couldn't keep it in. Here's Phimmis again. Rifling the puck around the shelf. Knocked down by Costanzo. And behind the net is Kennedy around the boards. London keeping it in again. Poke check there. And Windsor's out 3 abreast. They pick their way to the London blue line. Swept in front of the net on the moving target. And that's off to the corner. London's Nickel. Headman pass. Denver Barkey trying to go hard to the net. And it rolls right into the glove of Costanzo.
Well, Denver Barkey returned from the World Junior Camp and played 6 games.
Protas on the power play has this game tied up, winding down the second period.
Any player, regardless of draft status, that plays in the Ontario Hockey League is entitled to a minimum scholarship of tuition, books, and compulsory fees per year played in the OHL. The player's annual scholarship is based on the value of tuition, books, and compulsory fees at the university closest to their home. This is also true for U.S.-born and import players who will receive the identical scholarship criteria but adjusted to reflect their native currency.
Experience the excitement of London Nationals hockey. Fast, exciting, and affordable. Be part of the crowd as the Nationals take the ice. Don't miss out on the action.
Again, takes it through. Inside out, scores!
Well, Denver Barkey returned from the World Junior Camp and played 6 games. He scored 5 goals and 14 points in that 6-game stretch. Now Barkey sits 22nd in the OHL scoring race with 10 goals and 45 points on the season.
So Barkey's certainly been a factor when the Knights' 5 players were away course, he's the 53rd captain of franchise history here in London. Well, Windsor back in on the hunt. They just tied it up. Montgomery has scored for the Knights. Slashing call?
And this is going to go to Cam Allen as Cam Allen slashed the stick out of the hands of the Windsor Spitfire player here. Broke the stick. The evidence was all over the ice on this play right here. As you can see, when McNamara comes up, he just throws the stick away. That's when the ref's arm went up. And the Spitfires go right back onto the power play. So far in tonight's game, they've been 1 for 2 with the manpower advantage. Protas, with his 26th on the season, tied this hockey game up. We have 4:31 remaining in period number 2. Shots on goal read 21-11 in favor of the Spitfires.
Certainly was a slash, but it didn't seem that hard. These sticks today, Rick, they go down pretty easy. Here's a quick shot, so Windsor go back on the power play off the boards. They're looking to go up by 1. They scored last time on the power play. Protas, he'll be off that high post, play it over to the far side. High slot area, Woodall. Quick shot by Belchetz. He didn't get nothing on it. Went wide of the mark. Spellacy in behind the net. He's being chased down by Dickinson around the boards. Barkey very good on the PK along with O'Reilly. Bouncing puck in front of the net. Swat it to the corner. And London has a chance to clear the zone, but they can't do it. Wide chance. Windsor. Good save there by the Knights D-man. I believe that was Bonk. He came out to greet that shot. They've had a lot of velocity on it. Winger is wide open. Now up top again, played off a skate to the corner, down low. Watch for Spellacy. He'll be in that bumper position. Wants the puck. Belchetz with it. He'll go up the wall. Belchetz, quick shot, knocked down. 70 pass again. London can't clear the zone. Woodall. Over to the near side. Ethan Belchetz, a quick shot, trying to feed the Chicago pick in Spellacy, and he took the one-timer and fanned on it. Now Protas back the other way. He has a lone goal for the Spitfires. Centering pass out front, lodged up. Here's a chance. Morneau, will he get a shot away? Protas, quick shot. He fired it wide, just wide, by a whisker or two. And it sailed down the length of the ice. 15 seconds remaining on Windsor's power play. And across the line they roll. Protas again feeds it down low. Quick shot. Look at Belchetz. He took that left pad from point blank range and denied the shooter. Here's a chance again. No in behind the net. Penalty has expired. Play to the corner. Sim trying to clear the zone. And London will get it to the line, but not out. Protas keeps it in. Quick shot. Windsor on the move here, and it's knocked down. Tripping call.
Protas is going to go on the trip as Landon Sim came out to meet him to block the shot. And as he passes by, Protas takes the feet out from underneath Landon Sim right there. And the Knights go on to the power play. This will be their second opportunity of the evening. So far, they're 0 for 1 with the manpower advantage as Protas looks up at the clock. He doesn't agree with the call whatsoever. The shot clock is now a wide advantage for the Windsor Spitfires if they outshot the Knights 13-3 in this period.
So London goes on their second power play. Everybody up and inside London. They're looking to get that go-ahead goal. Off the draw, Spellacy will clear the zone, and Dickinson has the puck for London. Halttunen out there, Cowan out there, Dickinson out there, Barkey out there. And it's played in across the line. And that was shot down the length of the ice. Sam O'Reilly will round out London's first unit. Headman pass for Denver Barkey. Play back to Cowan. Cowan struts his way to the line, sweeping pass, beautiful one. Here's a chance for the Knights, and that passing attempt hits the skate. And Barkey will have to cup the puck at his own line. Minute 28 remaining in the period. Here's Barkey working his way in on the dime, looking for Cowan. Cowan trying to play it. And Morneau will shoot it down the length of the ice. Changes for Windsor. 4 new players. Boy, Dickinson coughs the puck up again. Centering pass out front. Now a head man pass for Dickinson. In across the line. Stops. Looking for Barkey. Played back to Denver. Barkey. Easton Cowan. Here's Bonk now out. Can he get the shot away? He does. Oh, and it's scribbled right through the paint. And sent off to the corner. 40 seconds remaining in the period. 3 of them now work their way to the line. Denver Barkey shoots. Rebound. Bonk in front of it. And Joey Costanzo as Halttunen takes his shot.
Well, now we got some heat on this hockey game. As you can see, Spellacy was in there. He was the one that took a swing at Halttunen. And Oliver Bonk and Spellacy are going to make their way to the penalty bench. They'll go 2 minutes each on the rough as Costanzo comes up with 2 big saves, point blank from Barkey, and then Bonk tries to sweep the rebound underneath him. He comes up with 2 saves at a critical time in this hockey game. Spellacy steps into the box on the Windsor side. Bonk in the box on the London side. So offsetting minors, so 22 seconds remains on the penalty to Protas. The faceoff will be deep in the Windsor Spitfire zone. The Knights will have a 5-on-4 manpower advantage for the next 22 seconds or less.
35.3 remains on the clock here in the second period, tied at 1. Julian will square up. On the draw against Nesbitt, wins it. Here's a chance for Allen. Front of the net. And slithered again right through the blue paint. Here's Montgomery finding a man. Cam Allen shoots it. High rising shot over top of the net. Montgomery up on the play along with Julian. 15 seconds remains in the period. Now here's Montgomery. Another lane shoots. Scores! Montgomery. Double the deuce.
Well, Montgomery picks this puck up out of the scrum, and watch this stride into the middle of the ice right there as the Spitfires back off. He uses the defenseman as a screen. That was Mathurin, and he goes upstairs on Costanzo with 11.4 seconds remaining in period number 1. Montgomery scores his second of the game, his 15th of the season, as the London Knights take a 2-1 lead late in period number 2 on Blake Montgomery's second of the hockey game.
So Montgomery, costly penalty to Windsor late in the period. They don't like that. That was a 5-on-4, and you mentioned it, Rick. Montgomery found some room and he rifled it home. Period 2 winding down. Sent to the corner, and time expires. Late goal by Blake Montgomery, his 15th of the year. Stay tuned for Sophie in the second intermission. Holly Gully Yamaha Knights Hockey on Rogers TV.
As the seasons change, GWB Heating and Cooling is there to make your home comfortable. From furnace inspections to full system installations, their licensed experts handle every detail with care. Homeowners trust GWB. Simple, honest quality.
Don't get caught unprepared this winter. White's Rental is your one-stop shop for snowblower tune-ups and repairs. You can visit us at our new location, 785 Little Simcoe Street.
Van Bree Enterprises has helped shape communities across southwestern Ontario since 1966. Trusted to provide construction site preparation and integration services, Van Bree is laying the groundwork to make life easier.
Hey London, did you know it's the law to have working smoke alarms? That's right. Working smoke alarms save lives. Get in on the action and test yours today.
And be sure to stay in touch with us by following us on social media.
For over 90 years, Learners has served the legal needs of clients in our community. No matter the size of your enterprise or transaction, our business law group can help you grow your business, build on your success, and get the deal done.
With a winning combination of style and quality, Great Floors is proud to feature Beckham Brothers Flooring in London, Ingersoll, and St. Thomas. Find gorgeously engineered hardwood, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Beckham Brothers, available at Great Floors.
Think before you say it. Don't wind up like me. Imprisoned by your tongue. Doing 1 to 3.
Is that with good behavior?
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Do you love watching Knights Nationals hockey on Rogers TV? We are recruiting dedicated volunteers to join our production crew. Apply online at rogerstv.com/volunteer. Welcome back, fans. I am joined with London Knights defenseman Cam Allen. Now, Cam, on December 17th, you were acquired by the London Knights. The next day, you were picked up in the parking lot by the team bus on the way to Erie. Then that same day, you played your first game as a London Knight. You scored a goal, picked up 2 assists. Can you take us through that whole day?
Yeah, it was wild. Didn't really know what was going to go on leading up to the trade, but yeah, it was a mix of emotions, but kind of weird getting picked up on the bus, but it worked out well. It was a good first game, and yeah, I was glad to get a couple games in before the break.
What excites you most about being a part of this London Knights team?
We got a great team, great culture. We got a team that can go all the way, but it's a day at a time, one game at a time, but yeah, it's exciting.
You are known as a strong two-way defenseman. What are some key areas of your game that you think have earned you that reputation?
I play hard, try to use my physicality, my strength, but also adding into the offense a little bit as well. Taking care of my own zone first, but contributing when I can offensively.
Now, I know it's the middle of the season, but with first place on the line, how do you approach a rivalry game like this?
Yeah, it's a fun game. I mean, they're a good team over there, but yeah, I haven't been in many games like this, but it's been good. I mean, you just got to dial in, and everything leading up to this point has been for this game, so yeah, it's a big one.
Okay, Cam, I want to wish you a happy belated birthday. It was your 20th birthday on Tuesday. Did you get to do anything fun to celebrate?
Tuesday, not too much. Just hung out with the boys, but yeah, it was a good birthday. I enjoyed it.
You're up 2-1 after 40 minutes. What's the key to closing this game out in the next period?
I got to get pucks. So just get pucks deep. Honestly, we're getting caught when we're trying to make some plays in our own zone. So I think just moving it north and yeah, playing in their end, and we'll be fine.
Thanks so much, Cam.
Yeah,
Best of luck to your team rest of this game. We'll be right back with some more Hully Gully Yamaha London Knights hockey here on Rogers TV after this.
None of us are immune to financial difficulty.
We've been helping Canadians become debt-free for over 50 years.
Together, we'll find the right debt solution
and get you back on your feet.
Call us on the phone and see us on the net. 310-NET.
At Sumner Jewelers, we've been serving London and area for over 120 years. Our on-site goldsmiths ensure that your jewelry repairs are done in a timely manner with a company you can trust. On-street parking available at 392 Richmond Street. Celebrating 25 years in London, Duramed Mobility has been your trusted source for home healthcare equipment and mobility products. Whether it be purchases, rentals, or repairs, Duramed Mobility is here for you.
Hey, you want to see a show on Rogers TV that doesn't feature any human stars? Well, you've come to the right place. Watch Crumpet Corner, this brand new show full of laughs and, weirdness, chaos.
On the next issue of Fanatics...
In para hockey, the ice tilts in favor of men.
But that will never stop us.
United by passion, battling for equity. We are the National Women's Para-Hockey Team of Canada.
We're here. We're hungry. We're ready.
Ready to inspire.
Ready to leave our legacy.
Ready to be supported and make history.
It's our time.
Are you ready?
Tune into Mornings with Stack on Jack 102.3 weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. with Steve Stacks. Jack 102.3 playing the hits of the 80s, 90s, and more. I'd like to welcome back in Rick and Greg. Gentlemen, a late goal puts the Knights up after 40.
Yeah, they go ahead again. Montgomery has been a big factor in tonight's game. 2 goals. We'll talk about him in a few minutes. Rick, let's take a look at the period summary brought to you by Banbury Enterprises.
Well, Blake Montgomery gets things started off here. Once he gets into stride, he's going to be a hard guy to catch, and he beats Costanzo on the glove side to put the Knights out in front 1-0 on his 14th of the season. And then Protas, standing Johnny on the spot in the blue paint, picks up the rebound off the pad of Medvedev. He ties this hockey game up on his 26th of the season. That'll be recorded as a power play goal. And then Blake Montgomery completes the scoring with just 11 seconds remaining in period number 2 as he steps off the wall, uses the defender as a screen, and beats Costanzo over the glove to stake the London Knights to a 2-1 lead heading into period number 3. The Spitfires 1 for 3 with the manpower advantage. The Knights 1 for 2. The Knights controlling the face-off dot 69% of the time in tonight's contest. And the shots on goal read 13-7 in favor of the Spitfires in that second period. That power play that the Knights had late in the period kind of tied things up. The Spitfires had a wide margin on the shot clock in period number 2.
Joey Costanzo has been outstanding, Rick, in the second period as well as the first period. Let's talk about his play.
Well, Joey Costanzo came up with several big saves at the right time in the hockey game as Costanzo is tracking the puck extremely well in tonight's game. He's had 116 starts. This is his 116th start at the OHL level, and certainly he's the #1 goaltender in Windsor. He's won 23 games this year. That's tied for tops in the Ontario Hockey League with Parsons in Kitchener. But those 2 saves right there late in the period with the Knights on the power play and knocking on the door, Costanzo kept the game at 1-1 at that point.
We talk about how good the tandem of Elliott and Medvedev has been for the London Knights. Man, Medvedev outstanding so far in this hockey game.
Well, Medvedev, the last time these 2 teams hooked up, Medvedev made 39 saves on 42 shots, and the Windsor Spitfires are well on their way to another 40-shot performance in here tonight. I love the compete level on Medvedev. He's shown that since he's come here to London. He's much better under control here as he doesn't get himself out of position. And right there is a sample of the compete level. Right there, he put a rebound into a bad spot, and he had to make 2 saves after that. Very aggressive is Medvedev with regards to coming out onto the white ice, and he's very good down low with the pads. A C prospect, you got to believe that's going to be improved to a B prospect at the midterm rankings.
Yeah, you mentioned that the midterm rankings will come out in a week or so, maybe even as early as next week. Blake Montgomery, 2 goals tonight so far for the Knights.
Well, Blake Montgomery has been a nice pickup for the London Knights. He played in the United States Hockey League, but what a great stride he has. A 4th-round pick of the Ottawa Senators. That's his 14th goal of the season, and he rounds it out with 11 seconds left with his 15th with a dart over top of Joey Costanzo's glove hand, as Montgomery is a commitment to the University of Wisconsin in the future, but he's adapted to the Ontario Hockey League game extremely well.
Absolutely. 15 goals on the season so far. Sophie, back to you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll be right back with some more Helly Gully Yamaha London Knights hockey here on Rogers TV after this.
Ever wonder what all these hockey fans have in common? Nissans from Finch Nissan. Do what they did. Score a great deal at Finch Nissan.
Drivers trust Oil Guard London for proven rust protection.
We use Formula 2 No Drip from Oil Guard. We love it because it doesn't make a mess and it works.
30 minutes at Oil Guard for year-round peace of mind. At IDS, we have the tools your business needs to be successful, from office printing to communications and full IT services. IDS allows our clients to focus on what they do best.
Progressive Countertop can turn any kitchen into a dream kitchen with premier brands like Handstone Quartz, proudly manufactured in London. With expert design services and professional installation, you can dream big at Progressive Countertop in London and Strathroy.
When the temperature and air quality in your home aren't quite right, GWB Heating and Cooling can help. Their licensed technicians provide top-notch furnace maintenance and full system installs for a comfortable, fresh home. GWB, serving the London St. Thomas area.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mario Elia, host of Keeping London Healthy here on Rogers TV. Join us Wednesdays at 6:30 where we discuss health topics relevant to you and bringing on experts in the field to give you the best, most up-to-date information. See you then.
Best you.
Optimus TV Bingo is back every Monday night at 8 p.m. Playing cards are available at multiple locations in London and are good for all 3 games. The Money Race Funds project that help youth in our community. Optimus TV Bingo every Monday night at 8 p.m. on Rogers TV. Let's take a look now at the Save of the Period, brought to you by MNP. If your debt is out of control, you're not alone. And it is Alexei Medvedev once again. He has been busy in that second period and is a huge reason why the Knights are up. Now for the second period scoring summary, brought to you by Finch Nissan. Blake Montgomery recorded the icebreaker tonight, and then Ilya Protas got his team on the board and tied the game up at 1. But then Blake Montgomery doubles down and gets his team back in the lead with just 11 seconds left in that period. Shots in the second period were 13 for the Spitfires and 7 for the Knights. The next game will be January 11th, which is tomorrow night, as the Knights will travel to Owen Sound. Puck drop is set for 7 p.m. The Knights will then return home next Friday night to host the Guelph Storm, with warm-up beginning at 6:30 p.m. Also on Wednesday, don't miss the Connor McDavid OHL Top Prospect game. That will be on January 15th at 7 p.m. Stay tuned, the third period is next.
Vanbury Enterprises is proud to be a third-generation family endeavor. By laying the groundwork to make life easier, Vanbury is committed to quality work and customer satisfaction through integrity and innovation.
Hey London, did you know it's the law to have working smoke alarms?
That's right, working smoke alarms save lives. Get in on the action and test yours today.
And be sure to stay in touch with us by following us on social media.
From the breakups.
Why can't I spend the weekend with you and Daddy?
To the coming togethers. To new beginnings. We are here to help you move forward.
None of us are immune to financial difficulty.
We've been helping Canadians become debt-free for over 50 years.
Together, we'll find the right debt solution
and get you back on your feet.
Call us on the phone or see us on the net. 310 net.
Designers know what Canadians want. That's why Beckham Brothers has become a preferred flooring choice for homeowners and interior designers alike. With exceptional quality, style, and selection, great floors and Beckham Brothers are a winning team.
When I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, I was deteriorating in front of everybody.
All my life I lived with sickle cell. I went through a tragic crisis that put me in a coma for 3 weeks. While I was in there, I received a lot of blood to put me in a healthier state.
I was given the plasma then through IVIG. Even though that happened so long ago, it still has a massive impact on me today.
Thanks to donors, I can live another life.
Because of you, I will be seeing my grandchild.
Okay, back here at Canada Life Place, getting set for the third period. Rick, let's take a look at the shots on goal, brought to you by GWB Heating and Cooling.
Well, the Windsor Spitfires almost double up on the London Knights in period number 2. Shots read 13-7, 25-15 through 2 periods in favor of the Spitfires, but the Knights take a 2-1 lead into period number 2.
In the first intermission, we talked about Logan Howry's being sent to Junior B. And you said, well, he needs to play. Well, he's playing tonight.
Well, he is playing tonight, and he has 2 goals in that hockey game against the Kamoka Kings. It took him 52 seconds into that hockey game to record his first at the Junior B level this season. He now has 2 up on the board in that game against Kamoka.
You know something, Ethan Cowan, as great as a player he has been and has been taking, in my mind, a little extra heat over the past month or so. But people have to remember, Rick, he had a pretty significant upper body injury about a month ago.
Well, Sandu caught him on the blind side, in my opinion, as Cowan was cutting through the middle. He put himself in a vulnerable spot, but he did end up taking a seat. That was in the first period in the game against the Oshawa Generals. Cowan never saw the rest of that hockey game, and then 7 days later, he starts camp with Team Canada. So a significant hit from Sandu on Cowan, and certainly he hasn't been the same in this game tonight.
Absolutely. So the London Knights go into the third period, a huge game. The London Knights have 2 games in hand. That doesn't mean anything. They're tied at 61. They have a goal ahead going into this third period.
Yeah, and Medvedev has been outstanding for the London Knights so far, as Easton Cowan sits on the end of the bench. Landon Sims steps into the box. But Easton Cowan has certainly been the brunt of a lot of keyboard jockeys and what they had to say, but Cowan has been outstanding here in London. Consistent 56-game point scoring streak coming into tonight's contest, dating all the way back to November 24th of last year. So Easton Cowan, certainly once he gets things back on track here, Sloaney.
Yeah, you even have to go back to 23.
Yeah, you have to go back to 23 in order to
so
get the last time he was held off the score sheet.
Exactly. Remarkable player, Easton Cowan. Boy, these are London Knights, and they'll just continue to get better as time rolls on. So we get this third period underway, and the Knights up by 1. Blake Montgomery with 2 goals, and that shot in deep by Windsor, and Medvedev will hang on.
Well, Alexei Medvedev made 39 saves on 42 shots, and he came within 2 minutes and 22 seconds from a point out of the WFCU on December 14th. It was a 3-2 loss for the Knights. The Knights had 15 shots on goal in that game.
Played in that high slot area, swatted at and sent to the corner. Bonk trying to move it out of the zone, and tipped ahead by Montgomery with those long strides. Here's Montgomery again, looking for the natural hat-trick here. Sent to the corner. Played back to the blue line, picked off, though, and the Knights lose it. Dickinson having difficulty, and that shot right into the glove of Medvedev.
Well, Medvedev flashes the leather once again to come up with a big save to keep the score 2-1. And that's just 46 seconds. Check that, 36 seconds into period number 3. Faceoff will be to the right of Medvedev, deep in the London zone. Kasper Halttunen will lean in against Morneau.
So Morneau face off against Halttunen, wins it cleanly. Shot out through to center ice, and Cowan after it. Played up the boards. Morneau tips it to Abraham. That'll be offside. Brustevich takes his man out.
Well, Brustevich teamed up with Allen on this pairing right here. It's going to be interesting to see how the London Knights use the defensemen as the season progresses here. They have 6 that are top-notch defensemen at the OHL level.
So they're going to drop the puck just outside the London blue line. Windsor controls. Then plays it in deep. London's pass to Kasper Halttunen. And across the line, Will Nichols shooting it. Goes off a skate and out of play.
Well, the Knights with that stretch pass catch the Windsor Spitfires a little bit flat-footed, but they couldn't get the shot through on Costanzo.
So they're going to drop the puck to the right of Joey Costanzo. Slow start. His first minute and 2 seconds. 3 whistles, I believe, in that time period. Julian trying to push it ahead. And then direct some traffic. Julian, a left-handed shot, plays it back to the blue line, controlled, quick shot, knocked off the base of the net. And Windsor will have a chance to clear it. We're on the near side as Brandon Sim takes a run at his man. Sim with the puck again. He's an overager. Left pick of the St. Louis Blues. Played on for Brustevich. Brustevich shooting it right on. And Joey Costanzo with the save.
Well, this was a good play by Jacob Julian at the blue line as he goes down on the play, but he looks to the far side, and Brustevich is sneaking down the back door, but he had no traffic in front of Costanzo. As you can see, Julian right there across to Brustevich, but no traffic in front of Costanzo. That's a game of catch as far as he's concerned. We have 18:32 remaining here in regulation time.
So yet again, another face-off in this minute and 30 off the clock in the third period. Scrum, Windsor controls. Kennedy in behind his own net and play it over to the wing. Bouncing puck, Protaz in behind him, broken up by the Knights. Montgomery. Woodall again, chased in behind his own net. Windsor down by a goal. London off to Owen Soundamore. Going across the line are the Spitfires. There's a shot right on, courtesy of Belchetz, and Medvedev will hang on.
Well, Protas has the goal in here for the Windsor Spitfires. He sits 5th in the OHL scoring race with 26 goals and 61 points now. Now, Washington picked him up in the 3rd round last year. His older brother, Alexei, is in the Capitals lineup this year, so he has an opportunity to play with his brother at the NHL level.
Morneau on the draw with Davis and Abraham. Woodall will play the D with Kennedy as the puck shot toward the net and gloved again. Now the goaltender, Medvedev.
Well, the Knights are doing a tremendous job of boxing out the front of the net and allowing Medvedev to see those pucks. Once again, no traffic in front, so that's a game of catch for Medvedev as well.
So the face-off to the left of Alexei and Medvedev. On the draw, Abraham gets a lane. Here's a chance for Windsor on the fan shot, courtesy of Morneau. Boy, he had a grip on it. He just tailed it off at the end. Look at Aberflan rolling in with a great deal of determination. And now Abraham will lead the 2-man assault. Back out through the center ice. Lemieux with him, picked off by Van Gorp, and he'll sweep it on for Ullrich. Ullrich works his way to the line, a shot off a stick, and yet again, another whistle.
Well, this is the 4th line as Evan Van Gorp He put up some points in the absence of the World Junior players as well. This is his 37th game tonight. He's got 11 goals and 26 points on the season. That's a big improvement over his rookie season, as Van Gorp on the fourth line for the London Knights. That's how good and deep they are.
On the draw, Nico, Cowan, Halttunen, and for the Islanders Knights. Back out through the center ice and shimmied in deep. McNamara around the boards for Nesbitt. Now, boy, that shot came from a tight angle, and Medvedev had to make the save. Here's Cowan again, whipping it in deep. 56 games straight with a point. Lodged in behind the net. Easton Cowan with the puck again. He's being taken out. Then it's in on it as well. And out through the center ice is Spellisy. Trying to break through, gets through, got the shot away. Medvedev denies him. Sail to the corner. There's a chance again in front of the net. Nesbitt centering pass, another shot knocked down. London trying to clear the zone. 4 abreast now. Here they come, and that hits the stick of Dickinson. Pass was intended for Kasper Halttunen.
Well, Medvedev coming up with some big saves already here in period number 3 to keep the Knights out in front by 1 goal. He's faced 30 shots in here tonight. He's made 29 saves, and a couple of them have been point blank in the last minute of this hockey game. As the Spitfires continue to put pressure on the Knights in their own zone, the Knights have been susceptible to turnovers in tonight's game.
No pass back out there for Windsor. This is the big line for the Spitfires. Belchetz, Greentree, Walton on the back end. Eichler will anchor the D as well. Windsor down by a goal.
Well, the officials differ on a call here, and the London Knights are arguing it as the officials end up sorting things out as they get the change in that they want, as Van Gorp is now out there on this draw.
Halttunen out there against Protas. Right through the center ice off the heel of the stick. Halttunen and Belchetz will just loft it in deep. Scooped up by Medvedev. Dickinson plays it around the boards. Finnis lead pass. Halttunen off the tip of his stick. And Gorp out there on the right side. Dickinson picks that pass off, sweeps it over for Sam O'Reilly. Long busting left wing pass for Denver Barkey. Then on the hunt, Eichler spears it around the boards, and Windsor will have a chance to clear. There's Greentree in across the line. Bonk takes him out rather nicely. And Denver Barkey will take over for the London Knights. 3 of them pick their way to the line. Barkey waits, looks for a man. Tapped in front of the net. Maybe 1 too many passes. And it goes right onto the blade of the Windsor D to clear the zone. Played off the ground. O'Reilly in across the line. Barkey sails it in deep. O'Reilly hunts it down. Woodall around the boards for Morneau. Kennedy being pestered there by Barkey, and across the line, Cole Davis to the corner, centering pass, hits a man. Davis with the shot, knocked down by Bonk, get it off to the corner, and now London's out with it. Big strides of Montgomery, in and out on the D-man. Woodall, boy, he got the shot away on the one-hander, on the backhand. Now Montgomery again. Falls, plays it to the boards, picked off by Julian, back to the line. Cam Allen will keep it in, off to the wing, quick shot in front of the net. Julian delivered that one, the big juicy rebound off to the right side. Nobody home for London, and Windsor elects to ice the puck.
Well, it's the small things in the game that give you the opportunities. Now watch Sam O'Reilly, number 23, go through the middle. He backs the defenders down on this play, and the London Knights have an opportunity to take a shot on goal. But the Windsor Spitfires back checkers get back just in time. 14:35 remains in regulation time.
That was the newcomer, Kennedy, picking that one off in front of the net on a good play. Well, Windsor will clear the zone. Abraham again. Zone seems to beyond the ice all the time for the Spitfires. Shot in deep again. Allen having difficulty up against Spellacy. Played in behind the net, and Cam Allen and Nesbitt nails his man. And is that Julian? Yes, Julian's looking at his lip. We'll wait and see if that's 4 or if he's bleeding. Maybe a high stick. So an extra attacker for London. Cowan waltzes his way in. And Windsor touches the puck, but London to the power play.
Well, Nesbitt, he's going to go 2 minutes at least on the high stick.
When we come back, London to the power play.
Culligan Water has been London Region's trusted source for drinking water systems, water softeners, and problem water solutions for over 85 years. Cleaner, better water for you and your household is easy and more convenient than ever. Culligan, your one-stop shop for all things water.
Hully Gully Yamaha, your ultimate toy store, where we've been turning dreams into reality for over 53 years. Visit us at Warrenclyffe and Wonderland in London or hullygully.com.
Swing by the Alibi Roadhouse for daily specials that'll blow your mind. Every weekday, we've got something epic to crush your cravings without crushing your wallet. Serving the coldest beer in London since '88, Alibi Roadhouse. We've got you covered.
This third period is brought to you by Great Floors.
Well, Nesbitt will take a seat for 2 minutes or less as him and Julian come together in the middle of the ice right there, and you can see Nesbitt comes up high as Julian tries to work his way around him. This will be the third power play opportunity for London.
So Barkey out there, Halttunen, Cowan, Dickinson will anchor the D. And Oliver Bonk, Philadelphia's first rounder, will be in that bumper position. They call him Bumper Bonk here in London. So London on the power play, looking to stretch the lead to 2. They lead it 2-1, about 7 off the clock here in the third period. Guys through the corner, Bonk in front of the net. He'll get in the shooting lane up top. Cowan off to the wing. Cowan again waits. Takes a peek, quick shot, and that hits Christopher. Boy, Christopher has been taking shot after shot. What a hockey game he has played for Windsor. There's number 44 on the back end for the Spets. Dickinson finding Halttunen. Works his way in across the line. Hits a skate. Barkey couldn't keep it in. And Windsor back out through the center ice. Greentree almost had a lane down the wing. Nothing brewing as of yet for the Knights on this particular power play. 47 seconds remaining. Cowan with the puck. He'll soar up through the middle. Bonking across the line. Trying to go wide on his man. Play back to the blue line. Casper Halttunen beats his man. Halttunen waiting. Dickinson down low. Here's a chance. London front of the net. And that was tipped off as I believe it was Cowan parked there. Here's Abraham and Dickinson with a good play to get back in the road of that particular opportunity. Now Cowan races in across the line along with Montgomery. Quads free and sent back down into London ice. 10 seconds remaining on the minor to Windsor. Cam Allen. Slow pass. Checks him up. Penalty now has expired. So we're back to 5-on-5. So Windsor, a great job on that particular PK. Played out through the center ice. Julian spotting the man and Sim and across the line. He peppered that one off the blocker, Joey Costanzo, and ushered over to the far side. Picked up by the Spits again. He'll lodge it to Spellacy. Brustevich checks him. Nesbitt following up. Quick shot. Moreno front of the net. Can he get another shot in the feet of a man? That's Cam Allen. Get it off here to the half-boards. Play back to the blue line. Woodall off to the wing. Quick shot. Bad save and a dandy by the goaltender. Medvedev. Another positional save. Now a chance in front of the net. Windsor on the move, looking to tie this one up. And finally, Montgomery peels away. Montgomery getting past one man, two men, takes the shot, and it hits a man and out of play.
Well, Blake Montgomery's feeling it tonight. He's got his legs underneath him. 2 goals in this hockey game. His 14th and 15th of the campaign have the London Knights out in front 2-1, just 53 seconds off the midway point in this third period. Shots on goal read 31-22 in favor of the Spitfires as they go back and forth, putting pressure in the offensive zone. You'd expect that. Both teams first place, Lenny.
Absolutely. 61 points in the Ontario Hockey League. Mentioned Windsor has played 2 more games. Shot in deep. Icing's wave up. London in on the hunt. Was Barkey, one of the best checkers in the league. Centering pass. O'Reilly out there. Dodged free. And Windsor 2-on-2 at the line. Off to Belchetz. Couldn't pop the pass. Greentree lobs it in the corner. Belchetz after it. Takes it in behind the net. Smokes it back to the blue line. And it rolls out. And Woodall has it for Windsor. Headman pass. Pro pass. In across the line. Got 3 abreast now for the Knights. Woolley up on the play as well. Denver Barkey stops. Top of the circle, trying to find the man. That pass hopped over the stick of Sam O'Reilly. And he's pinned up against the boards. Sent in behind the net, and we're inside of 10 remaining here in regulation time. Third period here in downtown London. Here's Belchetz with the shot right on and swallowed up nicely by Medvedev. Timmis off the boards, leads for Julian. Woodall read it all the way, and Julian will have to regroup along with Woolley. Woolley smartly up on the wing for Landon Sim. He'll just rifle it in deep, played around the board. Jesse Nurmi up on the plate. Kennedy takes him out. Reitzer on it. Landon Sim with the puck, shot right on. And Joey Costanzo with the save.
Well, we've had heat on this game since the second period. We're starting to get more scrums now after whistles, as that shot came from well out and Costanzo handles it, but the Windsor Spitfires take exception to the fact that the London Knights want to crowd the crease at the tail end of that play. We have 9:16 remaining here in regulation time. A 2-1 hockey game in favor of London. The shots on goal read 32-23 in favor of the Spitfires, as the face-off will be deep in the Windsor zone to the right of Costanzo.
So everybody up and inside London. Nickel on the draw. Scrum ensues. Halttunen to the half boards. Back to the blue line. Dickinson tight ropes it. Backhand pass down to Easton Cowan. He'll play catch. There's a shot. Sam Dickinson rifled it in front of the net. I believe Cowan got a piece of it. Cowan, 57.
Well, Sam Dickinson takes a feed here from Easton Cowan and launches a rocket as he moves down the left side of the rink. Gets that shot away. I think that hit the defender on the way through, but it goes up over the glove of Costanzo, and the Knights take a 2-goal lead with 9:03 remaining here in regulation time. For Dickinson, that's his 16th of the campaign, and for Cowan, he's extended the streak now to 57 games with at least a single point.
Easton Cowan did not tip it, but he gathered up that point, as Rick mentioned. And now London with a 2-goal lead.
Well, this puts the pressure on the Windsor Spitfires. They'll have to open up a bit to watch for the defenseman to get up into the offense here, as the Knights will have to win this faceoff. They controlled the faceoff dot through 2 periods at a 69% level. This is an important one right here, as Protas will step in against O'Reilly.
Hang on, we're going to have a finish here. Windsor off the draw controls, but London takes over by Montgomery. And London will just clear it in. Now Greenwood Tree in across the line. That shot, a lot of velocity in that one. Handled by Medvedev, and Montgomery back the other way. Dished off to Sam O'Reilly. Barkey's out there as well. Riley gets pushed up against the boards. Montgomery with the puck. Siphons it on for Bonk. For Barkey. K-Bonk in front of the net. Another chance. They score. Looks like Sam O'Reilly. And 4-1.
Well, 2 goals inside a minute have the Knights in control of this hockey game. Bonk gets it down to Barkey, who in turn finds Bonk. Bonk doesn't get anything on the shot, but the rebound goes directly to Sam O'Reilly. And for O'Reilly, that's his 17th of the season. That extends his point scoring streak as well. It's certainly not the 57 games that Cowan has going, but the Knights out in front now, 4-1. with 8:21 remaining in regulation time.
Well, London now with 3 unanswered goals, 2 here in the third period. 8:19 remaining here in regulation time. You mentioned it before, Rick. Windsor now will definitely have to open things up. At the line, Woodall gets cranked by Cowan. Abelflan, check that.
Well, London going with their 4th line, the energy line, after they score 2 goals in less than a minute and take a 3-goal lead in this hockey game. As Elliott Lake, Ontario's pride right there, Noah Abelflan. He'll take a rest after a 15 to 20 second shift. The Knights make the change because the offense is on the other side.
Sim fights off the change to McNamara. London in on the move again, and Kennedy tips it free and out of play.
Well, Jacob Julian has got a point in tonight's hockey game, and for Julian, he's going to have to produce more offense in the back half of the season. 8 goals and 16 assists now, 24 points for Jacob Julian, the Winnipeg Jet prospect. He's been good on the draws all season long. He'll lean in with Spellacy.
Yeah, he likes to go down on that one knee. Let's see if he does it here. Everybody up and in tight. Julian wins it cleanly. Back to Lammonson. To the corner. Played around the boards. Abraham take it out. And Windsor having difficulty clearing his own, but here they come. Out through to center ice. Warno. And chased down by Cam Allen. Launched all the way down the ice. Icing's waved off. Just before, hard around the boards, and Cam Allen picks it up. Deep pass for Lammonson. And across the line, spotting a man, and Jesse Nurmi. Off the tip of his stick, round the boards, picked off by the Spitz D. And they'll clear it out through the center ice. Belchetz. And across the line, London making changes. Good poke check there by the Knights D. That was Woolley. Stem that opportunity off. Broken up again. Tipped and across the line, courtesy Ethan Belchetz, and Pimus has the puck for London. Plays it for O'Reilly. He'll tip it out through the center ice. Fed in across the line to Protas. He has the lone goal. Power play goal for Windsor. In and out. Look at Greentree. Front of the net. As Belchetz was in the grill of Medvedev. What a play by LA's first rounder in Greentree. Play back to the blue line again. Woodall, hard shot, knocked down. Woodall once again cups the puck, tight ropes the blue line. Good step by Montgomery, and he'll create the 2-on-1. There's Montgomery for the net. Barkey shooting. He scores. 5-1.
Well, Denver Barkey with a tap in here as the turnover happens at the blue line, and Montgomery's away with Barkey on the 2-on-1. He gets everybody looking at him. and just pushes it into an area where Barkey can skate onto it with a wide open cage. For Barkey, that's goal number 11 on the season.
Montgomery's becoming dominant in this league.
That's Montgomery's third point of the night.
Got a poke check at the line. He spots Denver Barkey, and you mentioned it, a tap in. 5-1. They haven't got it up on the board. Are they having a peek at this? Or offside?
It was a 2-on-1. I'm expecting the thumb to go up because Montgomery took the puck over the blue line. Barkey followed up on the play in behind. And indeed, the thumb does go up. 5-1 we have.
Approaching the 14-minute mark down here in the third period. All London here in the latter part, or second half of this hockey game. Will Davis with the puck. Plays it out through the center ice. Shot in deep by Lemieux of the Spitfires. Van Bommel touches it up to his D and play it around the boards, and Dickinson wants to spear it ahead, but he'll take over. Good play by Sam Dickinson to get it back to his D partner. There's a collision on the far side. I think that Halttunen wants to eye up a man. He turned him down pretty fast. That was Eichler. Yeah, Halttunen, pretty tough customer. Eichler didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Lead pass out through the center ice. Shot in deep by the Knights. Eichler around the boards off a skate. Nesbitt, little touch pass, and now the Spitfires in across the line. Hard to the net. Now the Knights are going to get the gate here, Rick. Front of the net, bad save. What a beauty. Bad save by the goaltender. And Medvedev off the right pad, but Windsor to the power play.
Well, Mathern tries to go around the outside, and you can see that Bristevich takes the hand off the stick. He'll go 2 minutes on the hold.
Taking it home here at Canada Life Place.
My OHL is a place where everyone feels welcome. So OHL diversity inclusion efforts are for each and everybody, whether it be a player, official, whether it be anyone within the staff, for each club or at the OHL offices, and certainly for every person that enters into one of our arenas and participates as a fan in one of our games.
Experience the excitement of London Nationals hockey. Fast, exciting, and affordable. Be part of the crowd as the Nationals take the ice. Don't miss out on the action.
Kid takes it through, inside out, scores!
Well, Alexei Medvedev has faced 34 Windsor shots in here tonight. Protas is the only one that has beat him on the evening. He takes a 5-1 lead into the last 4 minutes and 48 seconds of this hockey game. He's certainly been outstanding in this game. You go down to the WFCU on December 14th. He saved 39 of the 42 shots on that evening.
So Windsor goes on the power play. Bristevich in the penalty box. Protas takes the shot right on. Saved there by Medvedev. Abraham down low, centering pass picked off by the veteran Cam Allen. Greentree pass one man, high slot area. Someone lost their stick there. Centering pass out front. Sent back to the blue line once again. Greentree as the Knights, Julian all over him. Play to the corner. Morneau around the boards. Out front. Here's a chance for Windsor. Front of the net. Medvedev save. He gathers it up. And we'll have a stoppage in play.
Well, Alexei Medvedev came out to reach for that shot from post to post. It dumps down right in behind him right here as he tracks that and he hauls it in underneath himself as there's 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining on the penalty to Brustevich. But Medvedev is certainly becoming the story in this hockey game tonight. 36 shots on goal, 35 saves for Medvedev.
Yeah, Medvedev, Montgomery. Outstanding games so far from the Knights. We talk about so far, there's only 4 minutes left. Shot down the length of the ice. Brustevich in the penalty box. He has about 1 minute remaining or less. Toe pass. Oh, that's picked off by Dickinson on a nice play. He'll have a lane to the nets, and Dickinson trying to go 5-hole. Rebound out in front. And the Knights, O'Reilly just couldn't drop the payload. It was in a close quarters. Now in tight again off that high post is Greentree, and London will clear the zone. 35 seconds remaining in the minor to Brustevich. 5-1 London. They can hang on here. With 3:17 remaining, they'll take over first place again in the Ontario Hockey League. Shot down the length of the ice. That's going to be icing on the power play with Windsor.
Well, the London Knights' Sam Dickinson ends up with a golden scoring opportunity. How many times have we seen a lazy pass at center ice being picked off, particularly on power plays so far this season, both ways, against the Knights and against the visiting team? That was an example of a lazy pass into the middle of the zone that was read all the way by Dickinson. Costanzo comes up with a big save.
On the draw, shot toward the net by Van Gort, played off escape, and Windsor will tee it up in behind the old net. Just 14 seconds remaining in the Brustevich minor. He's standing up in the penalty box. 3 of them work their way to the line, high slot area. Woodall, quick shot, he gunned it off the shoulder of Medvedev and played out through the corner. Brustevich out of the penalty box, and I guess that'll be icing. Sim shot it down the length of the ice.
Well, Landon Sim, a New Glasgow, Nova Scotia native, scored 5 goals and 8 points in his past 9 games, including his first OHL hat trick. Sim is on pace to score 28 goals this season. That would be his first 20-plus goal season in a London Knight uniform.
So we're back to 5-on-5. Medvedev adjusting the face masks. He'll tap that goal post. Everybody up and in tight. Windsor. Morneau pushes it ahead for himself. Back to the blue line. Shot toward the net. Oh, what a save again by Medvedev, as that was tipped in front of the net, and he got the left pad on. Here's Landon Sim. Quick shot right on. In behind the net, now to the corner, back to the blue line. Allen, quick shot by Bonk, and that hits a man, but he manages to get the puck in behind the net. Sim to the corner. Play along the boards, and Windsor out to 2-on-2. Now the plan, getting back into the plays, a threat out there with footsteps. Bonk, lob pass over to the open wing. Now the Blonde will just send it in. Play back into traffic. Windsor out through to their own blue line. Picked off by the Knights again. And the Spitfires will push it ahead for himself. There's Woodall. Now we got a fight here. The bad Bommel. Trying to get the right hand away. And Spellacy, I believe. Spellacy with the right hand, getting over the top of the shoulder. They wrestle down, and then Bommel puts his man down. Couple shots by each customer.
Spellacy, their game is done for the day, as they'll both go 5 minutes for fighting. But this is one of the saves, as this is a high tip in the slot. as Lemieux got a stick on that. And Medvedev, dragging a pad, makes a toe save on that play. That's the 39th shot on goal that the Windsor Spitfires have sent his way in tonight's contest. He's made 38 saves. We got 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining here in regulation time. The Knights up by 4. But Van Bommel and Spellacy, their night is over, as Denver Barkey is out there discussing things with the officials on one side, as they're going to go with 5 aside. They're offsetting minors, as you can see right here. Bonk gets hit from behind by Spellacy right there, and that's what Van Bommel took exception to. No penalty to Spellacy on the check from behind, and Van Bommel and Spellacy decide they're going to settle things on the ice. Their night is done, as we have 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining in regulation time, as Dale Hunter takes Bonk off the ice after taking that hit. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of Abelflan at the tail end of this hockey game, just to settle things down a bit.
He's out there now, Rick. So London will have the face-off deep in Windsor territory. 1:35 remaining. 5-on-5 hockey. 5 minutes each for fighting. Off of the skate. And Allen out through the center ice. Tracks down the winger Van Gorp. He gets crunched up against the boards. And he manages to get the puck in. And tab pass. Wrapped in there, finding a man, and Eichler, and he'll shoot it in deep. Lemieux up on the play as well. About a minute exactly now remaining here in regulation time. There's a shot from a tight angle.
Well, Lemieux and Brstevich come together at the tail end of this play, as the officials just want to get the 54.5 seconds off the clock. In regulation time, that was the 40th shot on goal for Medvedev. Certainly he's been a standout in this hockey game for the London Knights. He'll even his record up against the Windsor Spitfires. He lost 3-2 to the Spits at the WFCU back on December 14th, but Medvedev will skate into the Canada Life place tonight and take a victory away from the Windsor Spitfires at home, as Medvedev will record his 14th win of the season at the end of 54.5 seconds.
Carter Hicks getting some ice time on the back end for Windsor with only 54 seconds remaining. Morneau to the bench. Four on four. 54.5 seconds remaining in this hockey game. Mentioned before, London will be up in Owen Sound tomorrow night. Owen Sound had a 3-goal lead on signing tonight. Shot into the glove of Medvedev.
Well, Panofimis joined the Knights from the BC Hockey League. He's been a nice pickup for the Knights on the back end. That gives them a top 6. It's pretty steady.
Back to the blue line. Hicks with the puck. Shoots it off the blocker of Medvedev. Played off to the half boards. Nesbitt in on the hunt. Abelflan, you mentioned Rick. He's going to play the rest of the game. 28 seconds remaining. Abelflan takes a swat at his man. Abelflan wants a piece of somebody. Nesbitt getting a little extra shot. Abelflan had a little peek at the clock. Here's Fimis with the shot, a high-rising shot over top of the net. And it's sent back out through the center ice, and the London Knights will defeat the Windsor Spitfires by the score 5-1. take over first place of the Ontario Hockey League with 63 points. Stay tuned for Sophie and the post game. It's Holly Golly Yamaha Night Hockey right here on Rogers TV.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Don't get caught unprepared this winter. White's Rental is your one-stop shop for snowblower tune-ups and repairs. You can visit us at our new location, 785 Little Simcoe Street.
Progressive Countertop can turn any kitchen into a dream kitchen with premier brands like Handstone Quartz, proudly manufactured in London. With expert design services and professional installation, you can dream big at Progressive Countertop in London and Strathroy.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
My name is Chase Nicholas. I am a Mi'kmaq hockey player. Growing up, I always remember my family talking about the Mi'kmaq as the creators of the game of hockey. In grade 7, I did research on Mi'kmaq hockey sticks as the first sticks of the NHL. I found a Mi'kmaq hockey stick made in 1917, the same year the NHL was formed. I was surprised to find out the very stick I was holding was made by my great-great-grandfather, Alexander Cope. In 1934, an elder known as Old Joe Cope wrote a letter to the Halifax Herald claiming the Mi'kmaq created hockey. I found out later that I am a direct descendant of Old Joe Cope. There was a time when Mi'kmaq children were torn from their families and not allowed to speak their language, losing their words and stories. But the stories are coming back to us. Stepping on the ice, I take pride knowing the roots of the game of hockey stem from my ancestors in the Mi'kmaq Nation.
Do you love watching Knights Nationals hockey on Rogers TV? We are recruiting dedicated volunteers to join our production crew. Apply online at rogerstv.com/volunteer. I'd like to welcome back in Rick and Greg. Gentlemen, the Knights remain in first place.
Yeah, the Knights have, 63 points now, beating the Windsor Spitfires, all London in that second half of the game. And they exploded, four unanswered goals to beat the Spitfires. Let's take a look at that period summary, brought to you by Van Brie Enterprises.
Well, Sam Dickinson gets things started off here with a dart that goes over top of Costanzo's shoulder. He didn't see that before it went in behind him, as Sam Dickinson records his 16th of the season. And then it's O'Reilly who finds himself in front of the net right here as Bonk goes down the back door, gets the shot away, rebound directly to O'Reilly, and he just shovels that in behind Costanzo for his 17th of the season. That gets the London Knights out in front by 3 now, and then Montgomery with a nice poke check at the blue line, and the yawning cage for Denver Barkey as he gets the tap in for his 11th of the campaign. The Knights with the only 3 goals in that period, and they take a 5-1 victory out of Canada Life Place here tonight. Shots on goal read 41-29 in favor of the Spitfires. The Spits were 1 for 4 with the manpower advantage. Paktra with the only goal for the Spits. The Knights 1 for 3 with their power play. And as far as the faceoffs go, the London Knights held a wide margin at the faceoff dot as they take 40 draws to the Spitfires 25.
Yeah, that's always a big factor, the draws, because obviously you get control of the puck. The home goaltender, Alexei Medvedev, 2 wins now against the Windsor Spitfires. Boy, Ricky played well tonight.
Well, Alexei Medvedev has now split his season with the Windsor Spitfires. He had a big game down at the WFCU, but he lost that game. as the Spitfires took 42 shots at Medvedev on December 14th. He made 39 saves in the 3-2 loss, so he gets back at the Spitfires in tonight's game. As he faced 41 shots in here from the Spitfires, he makes 40 saves, so the Spits held a wide margin on the shot clock through 2 periods. The London Knights come back in period number 3 and narrow that gap, but Medvedev, big save after big save, and certainly he was dialed in tonight's contest as he makes several Windsor Spitfires look up into the rafters after they were done. You have to believe that Medvedev is going to be one of the stars in tonight's game.
Yeah, Protas was the only guy who beat him, and that was on the power play. Montgomery, what a night he had. 2 goals and a great assist to Denver Barkey.
Well, Blake Montgomery got things started off tonight in the first period as he just bounds away from the defenders from the Windsor Spitfires and takes that shot over the pad under the glove of Costanzo, and this is the game-winning goal here from Montgomery as he curls off the half wall, gets the shot away with 11 seconds to go in period number 2. That gave the London Knights a 2-1 lead at that point in the hockey game.
Pretty tight hockey game here, Rick, at least for half of it. I thought London got back in the gel of things, if you will, from the kids back from the World Juniors, and they took over the second half of the game.
Well, I felt the Windsor Spitfires played a very effective game in here tonight. They were forcing the Knights in their own zone, forcing the Knights defensemen to turn that puck over. Medvedev had to bail out the defense on several occasions, and that's the reason that the Knights come out with the victory.
Windsor's off, I believe, till Thursday down in Windsor, and now the London Knights will head up to Owen Sound tomorrow night. What do you see in that game?
Well, up to Owen Sound, and that's always a tough building to play in. Now, Owen Sound made several moves at the deadline, but the one move they didn't make, they kept Carter George, and Carter George is the ace in the hole in Owen Sound anytime you're at the Bayshore.
I know we talked about Montgomery and how he has become one of the fan favorites here in London, but he's not just a fan favorite here in London. He's becoming one of the better power forwards throughout the Ontario Hockey League.
Well, it's the skating stride that separates him out. He's got all kinds of speed, and he's a very smooth skater. So Montgomery with 2 goals in tonight's game, including the game winner. He has 15 goals on the season, and he didn't join the Knights until mid-October. He's a committed player to the University of Wisconsin in the future. Not sure when that's going to be, but that's the NCAA rule having an impact in the OHL.
Absolutely, it does. Sophie, we'll send it back down to you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Time now to take a look at our 3 stars brought to you by Coulter's Pharmacy. Our 3rd star is London Knights captain Denver Barkey, who picked up a goal and 2 assists. Our 2nd star is London Knights forward Blake Montgomery, who added 2 goals and an assist. And our 1st star is London Knights netminder Alexei Medvedev, who made 40 saves this evening. Now for the save of the period, brought to you by MNP. If your debt is out of control, you're not alone. And it is London Knights netminder Alexei Medvedev with a huge stick save there to pull the puck back in. He had a phenomenal game tonight. Now for the 3rd period scoring summary, brought to you by Finch Nissan. Sam Dickinson made it 3-1 for the London Knights. That was assisted by Easton Cowan and Casper Halttunen. Sam O'Reilly then made it 4-1. Bonk and Barkey picked up the assist, and then Denver Barkey picked up his 11th of the goal, and that was 11th of the campaign, and that was assisted by Blake Montgomery. The Spitfires outshot the Knights 16-14 and outshot them 41-29 total tonight. The Knights won 5-1. The next game will be January 11th, which is tomorrow night, as the Knights will travel to Owen Sound. Puck drop is set for 7 p.m. The Knights will then return home next Friday night to host the Guelph Storm, with warm-up beginning at 6:30 p.m. Also on Wednesday, don't miss the Connor McDavid OHL Top Prospect game. That will be on January 15th at 7 p.m. I've been your host, Sophie Bernier, and on behalf of myself, Rick, Greg, and the crew, thank you so much for watching Hully Gully Yamaha London Knights hockey here on Rogers TV.